on this boat.
Now here's a tale of a bunch of drunks sitting around making bullshit up with a friend on a horn who's getting fed up with all the drunken shenanigans. Dungeons and dickweeds, we drink and ride again. Dungeons and dickweeds, it's drunken D&D with friends.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, it goes wherever we decide it goes.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah, it's just a black shirt.
See,
yeah.
it's the white.
Oh, see, it's the white.
It's
No,
all the
we're
white.
trying to look at your
That's
at your background because the chroma key, like, it was flawless. So I was like, what do you have back there? Like, I didn't know if it was a solid color, if you had a green screen or something like that.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. I don't know
Your
what chroma
plants are
key is
dying.
though.
Chroma key, it's I don't what is chroma? How would you describe chroma key?
Chroma key. You know, like
Sounds like some nerdy video stuff. Nerd.
Yeah, basically it's chroma key. It's kind of cancels out the certain colors, so that way if you lay an image over it, it'll
visual effects and post-production technique for compositing two or more images or video streams together based on color hues.
no.
Huh.
So it's just laying over.
Basically
it's
like
just a layer
green
of a
screen.
layer,
Yeah, green screen shit.
It just turns like it's the background aspect. Like that's what's.
Yeah, it's basically green screen shit. Like if you get stand in front of a green screen and use a chroma key and you have it specific on that shade of green, you lay like an image or something over it, and it fills in everything that's that color of green. So think of like the weathermen, how they stand in front of green screens and they're like, oh yeah, and everything. The post. Oh shit.
Oh God!
I can't move that fast anymore, man.
Are you kidding me?
Let me this time.
Move so I can fix it.
Did the Zoom call break?
No, we're still here.
Oh, okay.
The monitor fell.
Oh shit! No wonder you guys said oh shit.
That's all good. Nothing's broken.
That would do it.
These things are resilient. But yeah, so that's what a chroma key is. If you ever go on like if you ever fuck with OBS or something like that, you can change into the video settings and set a chroma key that is set for a certain color, and then you add in an image, and it replaces it lays the image over your video, and whatever color you chose, it fills in that color.
Oh,
So-
that's cool.
Yeah, so like I was saying, think of the people that do the weather. They're standing in front of a green screen. They don't see what it is. Like, there's nothing there. There's a monitor right in front of them though that shows the post and the post production, and that's where they see the numbers and you got fucking this over here. That's why I don't know if you remember in Anchorman Part 2, Brick the Weatherman wears a green shirt. No, he's wearing green pants, and he's standing in front of the weather, and his legs are gone. He's like, "Ron, where are my legs? Where are my legs, Ron?" That's why you're not supposed to wear green in front of the green screen.
Well, when I was creating the character portraits, some of the images didn't have like the same background as the as like white or whatever, and so I had to do a different background so that it would blend in with the picture background. Like if the picture's on a white background, you know, but if it's like purple, then you need to do purple or whatever.
Yeah, but that was.
All right, so I hope we're about ready.
I think so. I think it's getting the last minute things.
Cool.
You got the perfect warlock with weapons and supplies. You need a place in the track your stuff because you're so disorganized. You click open the web page. You heard about a critical role. Now you're ready to kick some butt in a Minecraft full of noise.
I started putting my eye drops in the freezer, or no, the refrigerator. So now when I go to put my eye drops in, it's like ice cold. Oh, it feels so good.
Refrigerator.
Is that good for your eyes?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it. I don't know. Maybe.
Try
maybe
boiling
maybe
first.
it's bad.
Try
Maybe I was
boiling them
blind.
first. Throw them in the microwave.
Throw them in the microwave. Heat them up. Little warm in the eyes. That'd be good.
Oh, man.
When it's chilly.
What are you making?
When it's still cold outside, put some little heat in the eyeballs.
Well, eating the eyeballs never hurt anyone. Okay, we're ready there, Steve.
All right. So why don't we start by getting your? So is everyone playing a new character?
I believe so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's listening. He's just.
I'm just thinking. I'm thinking about like how I want to hook this in. So
You're not in anymore, JG. On Owlbear.
Hey.
Oh, if you're adding through your phone, copy it and just paste it into a browser.
Yeah.
otherwise
No.
it'll-
It's in the browser. It's, like I turn off the phone.
If you want to make calls on the phone, you push numbers in.
all right, I think I got it.
All right, he's ready.
If you said if you push buttons, I'd be like, what buttons? And the button's only one button here.
So after the raid on Zoldara, the Duchess of Rot's castle, the dungeon where you guys founded Phylactery.
You're Phylactery.
The Harpers, the organization of goody two shoes do-gooders who are trying to figure out why the death curse has been spreading across the land. The Harpers sustained many losses, but they brought many strong allied fighters, mages and priests, clerics, to the battle to handle Zoldara's forces while your previous characters went below ground to steal the Phylactery, the two-pronged subterfuge mission. And many Harpers died, but in a twist of fate, some of the ghouls were actually recovered from the dungeon.
That's me.
And
That's good. Yeah.
you three wake up in beds, and you look at your hands, and they're not ghoulish pale with purple claws like you remember. You all remember something about some ghouls had told you guys, other ghouls, that there were some invaders in the dungeon, but you ghouls were too busy protecting stuff above stairs. And when the paladins stormed in, you were helpless to resist. But instead of slaying you, you all remember, the last thing you remember was a very powerful-looking dwarf dressed in silvery gray armor with robes of blue, and he chanted something as you guys each charged at him with your claws outreached, and a white light flashed in front of your eyes, and you don't remember anything after that. And now you wake up in this unfamiliar room, and you look at your hands, and you don't see ghoulish skin, and you don't see purple venomous claws. You see almost unfamiliar hands that your memories start to come back, and you start to remember who you all were before you had been turned into ghouls and had lurked in the bowels of the depths below Zoldara's castle.
Who were we?
What the fuck happened?
What the fuck happened? Why did my hands not look like my hands? What in fuck?
I was taking a long nap, so.
You were taking a long nap? Oh, yeah, you were asleep that whole time, weren't you? Ratson looks down at his hands that would normally be all like. Well, Ratson remembers his regular hands are a little they looked a little like malnourished and skinny and little like.
Yeah, pale with
Pale.
purple claws. with
Well,
venom
no. Well,
dripping.
do I remember what I looked like before I became a ghoul?
The memories are very faint, but as you look at your hands and you look over your arm in front of you and you realize, hey, that's your arm, it starts to look familiar and the memories start to come back of your previous life.
So if I were to go and look into okay, so I'm just gonna get up. Is there any like reflective surfaces around? Is there like any mirrors or anything? What is it? I'm gonna sit up. What do I see? Am I in a room with these guys?
Yeah, we're on the same room.
Yep,
Look at the
you're
owlbear.
in a room with these guys, and it seems like there's a corridor to the east and west.
The fuck? Oh. Is there any any mirrors or any water or anything in this room that I can look at myself?
So you look around the room and you do see a barrel, several barrels. You don't know if they're full of anything, but if they're full of water, you might be able to get a reflection in there.
I'm gonna go check out these barrels real quick, see if there's anything.
Okay, so you go crack open the barrels and the water's kind of almost stagnant. It looks like this place doesn't have the best cleanliness. You try to get a look at your reflection in the water, but it's too murky to see. You can't see your face, but you think if you can find maybe a different source of water, you might be able to see your reflection or a mirror.
Okay,
Maybe some shiny steel.
Do we know each other?
well, I haven't spoke to you.
Yeah, no.
You don't recognize each other, but you do remember that you all used to be ghouls, and you had other ghoul companions that you would fraternize with in the dungeon, playing ghoulish games with each other.
All right.
Sometimes you would bond over a shared human corpse. You know, you take the head, I'll take the chest. Just gnawing it apart together. What a fun time for you ghouls.
So remember being ghouls then? Yeah. All right, I say you, half orc. What happened to us as ghouls?
Who the fuck you calling an half orc?
You, motherfucker.
What? And I'm just notably confused because I was a half elf in my other life.
Noted.
So I'm like, huh?
And when Austin, what's your character's name?
Yasuke.
how do I
Yasuke
spell that?
Sandlin. Huh? Jaskier.
It's pronounced
Yasuke.
Yasuke.
And JG, what's your character's name?
Jaws.
And Chris?
Azeroth.
And Chris, you're the tiefling, right?
See.
God, I know who Jaws is.
That's what I say.
So,
Tiefling, half elf. What are we doing here? Why are we not ghouls?
As Jaskier
Or half orc.
prattles off the questions, Jaws, you remember something about the way that he just said motherfucker or whatever, and you think that Jaskier seems kind of familiar.
Hold the fucking phone. Hang on, man. Is that you? Is that you? We were hired to go. We were hired to go and seal a tome, but one of our guys was asleep the whole fucking time.
I had spent much time sleeping in preparation for the upcoming
Jesus.
events, and so I don't remember much in my previous life.
He's mainly sleeping.
He's mainly sleeping.
did a lot
I
of sleeping.
remember you from the funeral, man. I remember your tone of voice. I remember how much I fucking hated hearing your voice.
Jaskier, you remember a certain ghoul companion of yours that would
Yeah,
prattle on about a tome once in a while.
Good, Astro.
And this, what race Jaws is your character?
This one is a half orc. Previously,
So-
Ratson was a half elf.
And Jaskier, what race is your
I am
character?
a variant. 1 second.
A human?
Variant Asimar. It's
Oh,
so
you're
it's
an
like the
Aasimar, okay.
angelic version of a what the hell,
So,
tiefling.
Jaskier, you seem to remember this half orc, or rather, you seem to remember a ghoul buddy of yours prattling on about a tome or a funeral or something. And this half orc seems pretty familiar to you, Jaskier.
I remember you. You were that asshole who wouldn't shut the fuck up about the goddamn fucking funeral. It was delicious.
He kept
It was
stealing
good.
all the good bits of the corpses, like the arms and the limbs.
I do remember that.
He always leave you with like the torso.
I do remember that. Yeah, I remember that funeral. Well, you got a toe. I got the foot.
You dick.
Put it there. They put it there, man. I'm gonna go up to him and just kind of like give him like a hard slap on the shoulder. Like, what's up, man? Not
We
enough to
remember
hurt
each
him, but
other.
enough like
Yeah.
I remember
A
you.
playful slap.
And so as the half orc and the Asimar are slapping each other around, Azeroth, you come to, and you go through the same thing. You don't recognize your body, and your first instinct upon seeing non-ghouls is to jump up and attack them. But as you jump out of bed, you see that your arms are is your skin red? I guess it's red.
It's
tiefling
red.
skin.
Yeah.
You see, and that really throws you off. You
Red as the
fall back
devil's
down,
dick.
down onto the bed on your butt in a stupor, and you don't know what's going on.
Is there anything in the room besides these beds?
There's
Yeah, there's a
some-
half orc and an Asimar.
and then some,
Some
barrels full of murky water.
Who are you people?
The fuck?
What? Flip over the table?
What?
Yeah,
No.
flip over the table.
Okay, you flip the table over.
What the fuck is wrong with? What are you flipping furniture
after
for?
You jump back
The hell is this
and,
guy's problem?
I'm angry.
You jump back, Jaws.
What the hell?
What and what, bro? What's your deal here, man? Why you flipping tables for? And who the hell are you?
You look kind of familiar, but
Looks at
And I feel like I
I
smell your
did.
breath from here.
you're being a real dick.
Yeah, it smells like whiskey.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
tequila.
I seem to remember one of our old fest eating ghoul guy had a strong whiskey breath. It stuck with him the whole time
You stank.
of whiskey the entire time. So
Functioning
Jaws
alcoholic.
takes a big whiff in the air, and I'm
Can
like,
ghouls stink? Can we get a ruling?
They would only stink like corpses and whiskey.
well, this
for
guy,
your-
this
in your
one
case.
smelled like whiskey.
And as you smell the whiskey, you actually see there's a half full handle of whiskey on the floor at the foot of Azeroth's bed. And you look Azeroth up and down, you see he's got some bandages that are stained a kind of wooden brown. You think maybe that someone might have treated some of his wounds by pouring whiskey on them to help disinfect cuts and scrapes.
Are you gonna drink that booze?
Yeah.
You can drink that booze there?
I'm definitely gonna drink
So
that.
you
booze.
you pick up the booze, and the first taste is that refreshing, shocking alcohol bourbon flavor, but then you taste like little bits of cloth like mixed in, and it tastes kind of like there's some blood in there, and you think maybe that they might have been dunking like towels for treating bloody wounds into this and using it for medical purposes, and it's going to be pretty disgusting to scarf down. Why don't you roll a constitution saving throw?
Ooh, first
Azeroth
roll.
will see if
First roll.
drinking this medical booze makes you sick.
What we got? I can't see.
5. Oh, wait.
5.
5?
Wait, a Constitution saving throw. Hold on.
Okay, so you retch and you vomit
7.
7.
some of that
Seven.
bourbon
Still.
booze onto the sideways table, and you're poisoned for the next hour. That booze wasn't good. It didn't sit well with you.
I'm pretty sure that booze was like all up and around your junk and your bleeding stuff.
You want to finish it?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Oh, look,
I'm
there's another
cool,
one.
man.
Someone just walked in. Who's this guy?
Oh, shit! This is that guy we
Heroes.
remember. I wrote it down.
Heroes, you're awake.
We are.
You see a dwarf standing before you. He's shorter than all of you, but he's clad in heavy, ornate armor, silver with runes etched on it. He's got a mace at his side that almost seems to glow, and he's got a shield on his back. His beard is knotted into dreadlocks that go lower than any human's beard you've ever seen. This is for sure
You're breathing really
a
good. right now,
dwarf,
Mike.
and you think he's pretty magical at that.
Intentionally.
He shouts, "Why, you're awake! I can't believe it! You've all been in a coma for days! Nothing could wake you!"
Do you got any water on you, man? We're super parched, and
Thirsty.
red homie over here just threw up everywhere.
It's gross.
It smells like whiskey
It stinks.
and vomit.
It stinks in here.
He looks around the room. He walks up past you guys over here.
Can you give me
Looks at the
anything?
vomit. He looks at the flask of bourbon. He looks at Azeroth. He says, "Ho, ho, ho. Already a penchant for the drink, huh? Well, this is very good. I'll have to write these down in my medical journal that not only was the transformation successful, but you were awakened with healthy appetites."
Transformations. Wait, are you the reason
And
why?
as he-
Are you the reason why we're no longer, venomous, claw-bearing, teeth-hungry?
Teeth.
Go
hungry?
ahead and
I'll leave it to.
go ahead and roll. Everyone, go ahead and roll history checks.
History. What is that? 20?
It's always a 20 if it's a check. Don't. Just use one that's in there. You can pull it out. Go, Oz.
6.
8. 2 8s and a 6.
All of us have terrible
Okay.
history.
So he looks vaguely familiar, but you can't tell why. He says,
5, 7.
"Oh, your memory's a little fuzzy, huh? That's probably for the best. you wouldn't want to remember living as a fiendish undead. But don't worry, you're no longer in such a state. I've been checking your vitals every few hours for the last few days, and they showed all signs of normal, healthy life.
Hey, thanks,
I've
man.
never used my restorative powers to do such a feat, but well, this is a first. This is a first for me, and we'll have to write these down in the annals of Harper history.
Oh, the Harpers. Well, how'd that mission go, by the way?
It was great.
Oh yes, well we see we successfully raided your former lord's castle, Zoltara, the Duchess of Rot, and she's in custody of our organization.
Good, I never
we were
liked her.
able.
She's a bitch.
I bet she played
Yes,
the
she
fifth too.
was quite the foe. Some adventurers went below and while we distracted her main forces and cornered you lot and the rest of them, they were able to steal her critical phylactery, and that forced her to submit to our will. And hopefully, she'll have the answers we need about the death curse. And that's actually why we've saved you rather than exterminated you. We were hoping we'd be able to reverse the transformation and possibly question you about the mysterious death curse that's sweeping across the land.
Well, I know
But
nothing
I
about
understand
nothing.
if your
I know
memories
it's
are too
dwarf.
hazy right now and you need some time to collect your thoughts.
True.
I say dwarf. I remember not of once we did or where we came. Where are we now, and what are we doing here?
Well, we're not but a quarter mile from Zoltara's dungeon. We established a forward base before the raid, and you all have been healing in one of our medical rooms. The rest of the wounded have already been sent back to Baldur's Gate, but you three have stayed behind with me while I supervised you. It wasn't much of a job to supervise you, though. You just lied in your beds and slowly transformed from shriveled, pale, ghoulish creatures back to your former, I suppose, selves. It's really impressive.
Yeah, we're pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Was this
Several
guy?
other
Was he always?
ghouls
Was he
didn't
always
make the
red?
cut. Huh?
Was this guy always red? I'm asking in character. Was this guy over here always red?
Well, he seems to be, from what I can tell, a tiefling. Yes, that's one of the kinds of people commonly found in the major cities of the Sword Coast, and quite a few of them do have red skin. So I presume that it was always red. What I'm really curious about is how the ghoulish transformation turned his skin pale and then it turned back red again. It really is curious.
Yeah, you like that?
Should we get moving?
We'll
Find
get
out-
moving.
He
Where?
walks
Where
around
are
the
we?
room,
Yeah,
sees,
I-
sees that
he
the
said-
barrel's empty. He says, well, are you guys hungry?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Famished.
All right, so...
You got any feet?
Hmm.
Sorry,
Well, why don't you follow
Still
me
have a
over here? And
Yeah.
he walks to the east.
ghoulish appetites.
Okay, yep, good. You guys can move your characters. That's great.
I
and
can't.
and
always.
he starts setting out some food
I
for
can
you
move all-
guys.
I can move
He sits
all
down over here and
You can move me too.
he seems like
Yeah.
that's the spot where he normally eats. And he beckons for you guys to sit down and have a meal. You guys are famished and you feel like you haven't eaten this much in all of your life. Unfortunately, you have memories of eating feet and arms and torsos and whatnot during your time as a ghoul. But this food tastes better than you hope that ever did.
Oh, thank God. I thought it was going to taste like feet, and big toes taste like shit.
I wouldn't know. I never had one. I could give mine to you.
Hey, you dick.
That's very nice of you, man.
Oh, it's coming back to me now. You guys like fucking re-amputated some toes or something. It was
It's
so
all
random.
coming
Yeah, it's all-
back to you now.
Well, you know, you're eating human food and you're conversing with me instead of lunging for my throat, but maybe one more sign of confirmation that you're no longer ghoulish undead would be to see your reflections. Would you all like to wash off? You're all pretty disgusting.
Yes.
Yes.
As in a hygiene sense, of course.
Gross.
I smell like corpse, and I probably taste like one too.
I like how it implies that there was disgusting in a racial sense.
Do you have a shower or any or a bathtub anywhere we can bathe?
Yeah. Where are we going?
He beckons you to follow him outside.
Oh, okay.
As you follow him outside, you notice that it seems like the exterior of this building is a like a timeless looking fortress, and out in front of you, as you come to the stairs, you see that they're leading down to a bunch of streams and little waterfalls. There seems to be like a forest to the northeast and a kind of rocky slope going upwards to the northwest. You get a faint sense that towards that forest to the northeast is probably back towards Zildara, the Duchess of Rot's dungeon
No,
and
that's
your
fine.
former home. What do you guys do?
JG?
Well, I'm gonna take a quick little walk past these guys. I'm actually gonna walk up to this pool of water here.
So the steps descend into the water shallowly, not steep at all, and you're able to take your boots off and trod, up to your knees, no problem in the calm water. It seems like it's raging to the northwest, but where you're standing, the water's just circulating calmly.
Do I see any like fish or anything inside the water?
Yeah, looking off in the distance, especially where it's deeper over here, you do think you see some motions, things flitting around and under the rocks and between algae, and occasionally you see something swimming this way. Yeah, you see some fish.
All right. Well, I'm gonna avoid those fish for now because I don't want to get my shit bitten off. But if I'm wearing any clothes right now, I'm just gonna slip down to my knickers and then take a quick bath in the shallows.
Okay.
We're all gonna do that.
Jaskier and Azeroth, do you guys follow?
Hey,
No.
don't look at my shit.
Looking at his shit. We're all looking directly at his shit.
Don't look at my shit.
You take a fat dump.
So
No.
while you guys
I'm taking
bathe
baths.
and splash around,
We're all naked.
the dwarf introduces himself as Johnsguard.
Is he staring at us while we're naked?
No,
Dwarf is gay. Let me note that.
he doesn't seem to be fixated on your bodies. He's just he does take a glance now and then to see if there's any to see if there's anything peculiar about your bodies. But what it looks like that your bodies are that of like a normal Aasimar, a normal half orc, and a normal tiefling. He doesn't really seem to have any interest anymore, and he just kind of gazes at the water, all the water streaming down. He starts to tell you, well, I don't know how long ago you all were captured by Zildara and made into ghouls. For all I know, you could be a month old and you were only in that dungeon for a month, or you could be centuries old. The undead are timeless creatures. Zildara herself has been around for centuries. So for all I know, you lot might have existed far before I was born. Do any of you remember if even the organization called the Harpers?
Vaguely.
I was sleeping.
So go ahead and roll history checks.
They're in the middle.
20. I got a natural 20. Ho! That boy got a
Alright.
9.
I got a 9.
What's your history? Because
Oh,
I have a 20 plus 1.
I got a 10.
Oh.
You got
What,
a, you got Oscar got 21. I got a 10, and JG got what?
15.
what's your history?
0.
0. Okay.
JG got 15.
15.
So Jaskier, as Johannesgard is talking about how he has no idea how old you guys are or where you came from, you have a memory of your apparent death. You were in some sort of war in the sky, and a ghoulish bone dragon bit you so hard, and you couldn't wrench yourself free of its jaws, and you remember something about a wizard dressed in red with decrepit, decaying gray skin. The last of your human memories was that wizard lifting up his hand and shocking you with some sort of purple electricity.
Motherfucker.
Did you make us ghouls, dude?
Motherfucking cunt.
Easy.
That's what he remembers from his backstory. He was British.
Oh, did something?
feel
Did a fish bite your dick?
No, you turned us into ghouls.
Dick turned us into ghouls. Was it you?
What's up with that?
Oh, I would never turn anyone into ghouls. I'm a paladin of the god Sylvanus. I serve nature. The undead are they must be abolished or turned back to the living.
Is there another wizard?
What's this you say about a wizard?
A wizard turned us into ghouls.
There's a wizard who turned us into ghouls.
Well, it usually
girl
is a
in the
wizard
garden.
who performs such unholy acts. I don't really like wizards myself. Do you remember anything unique about this wizard, like its name or what it looked like?
No.
Would I remember that? I don't really know.
You remembered a wizard in a red robe with decrepit skin.
He had red
purple
robe
lightning.
and decrepit skin. His lightning
So
was
you
purple.
describe that to Joansgard, and he thinks for a minute. Well, the only red wizards I know of are the red wizards of Thay.
Fuck!
But they've been holed up in their part of the lands for centuries. They have not gone on a conquest in over 200 years.
They are sneaky motherfuckers.
Do you all remember anything about questing against the red wizards of Thay?
What I remember with
Is
15.
this another history check?
None of you
Yeah.
remember.
Okay.
Then he thinks, well, if none of you remember going to them, then they must have come to you, and the last time they ventured out of their lands in conquest was over 200 years ago. I believe you
Good God.
lot might have been turned into ghouls over 200 years ago by the Red Wizards of Thay when they tried to invade the Sword Coast.
That's why JJ's losing his hair.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why he keeps saying racist things and.
Doesn't like when other people use his
Shut up, Angel
freaking
Boy.
fountains.
You green motherfucker! I'll fucking knock you out.
I'm still there, just in my britches in the water, like. Just
As
Okay. Well-
as Jaskier goes to punch it at Jaws, Azeroth, you get a flashback to when you were ghouls, and you remember two ghouls that you used to spend quite a lot of time with. They would scuffle with each other in almost exactly the same way. You're pretty sure that you used to be a ghoul, and these two people used to be ghouls, and you lot used to be like a little trio of ghouls. It was kind of like prison
The Three
life. You had to
Stooges?
stick with
ghoul.
people you were close to, or
I
you
think it's
knew you
Casper.
might be the next one to get torn apart. It comes back to you, all three of you.
Which one
that
was the fat group?
You three banded together in Zildara's dungeon over who knows how long, apparently centuries, and you've actually all spent probably over 100 years together, gnawing on corpses and lurking in the depths below. And apparently, you all went on a apparently, you all defended against an invasion from the Red Wizards of Thay, and you weren't so lucky. It looks like you were turned to ghouls and somehow ended up in Zildara, the Duchess of Rot's dungeon. After
Can you
that,
hear him?
He's really, really low now.
You could switch for those other pair. They're also plugged in. Hold on, there's a problem with this headphones.
God, man.
Try different.
It's all coming to me now. We've been fucking around with each other for fucking decades. What in fuck?
We go way back. Hundreds of years.
I remember.
well, I'm so glad that you're all healthy and alive now.
Oh, this one's fucking,
Like
this
you
is-
should have been all along. Although if you were alive all along, you would have died centuries ago. I
This one's
suppose
also
the
fucking
ghoulish
weird.
transformation put a temporary pause on your lifespans.
Shake the
Shake
top.
the-
And now that I've undone it with my greater restoration paladin skills,
Oh, good.
I hope that the rest of your natural lifespan will resume ticking away.
God,
And you'll
Lee.
eventually die peaceful, normal deaths like a tiefling, Aasimar, and half-orc should.
I'm gonna die.
Hopefully-
We're gonna
well,
die.
not for decades. Of old age, of course. You all look like
Oh,
you're.
cool.
Are
Alright.
your characters young or middle-aged or what?
Mine's like, my guy's 33.
I have no idea how long Asimar is.
It looks like you've all got several, like 30 or 40 years at least before you kick the bucket. Now that you've
You literally just told
transitioned
me.
out of being undead.
You literally just told us that we've lived for at least over 100 years.
Yes,
We've known each other.
well,
We're bickering.
My strongest theory is that while you were transformed into ghouls, your lifespans halted. And now that I've restored you to your former mortal lively races, I'm supposing that your lifespans will resume ticking away, just like mine and every other mortal in the realm.
Man, that sucks.
You're all alive again.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's good to
but
be here.
Thanks, Joanne's
These
guard.
feats don't come for free. I
Shit.
had to use quite the expensive reagents. Over 350 gold worth of diamonds and gems and other holy implements to perform the greater restoration ritual. So overall, over 1,050 gold. Now, I know
shit.
that you three are penniless and destitute. You've awoken from supposedly centuries of ghoulish unlife. So I don't expect you to just turn the money over. However, I have a friend out in a coastal town, and I owe him a favor. And so you all owe me a favor now for restoring you to your life, and I owe him a favor. I'd like it if you all could go meet with Wolfstan von Meer in the town.
That's a great name. That's great.
I
I love the town.
in Donnermark. I'd like it if you all could go meet with my acquaintance Wolfstan von Meer in Donnermark, and see and tell him that Johannesgard sent you to restore the favor he owes. And if you can do that for me, then I'll consider your debts for the over 1,000 gold worth of materials to restore you to life. I'll consider the debt paid.
Would you settle for 800 gold?
Maybe a little less.
Oh, you gotta work for
I'm
it.
sorry,
mean-
but I already
You don't have any
used
gold.
the resources.
But
You'll
we
have
gotta
to
get
come
our
up with
back.
Hey man,
1,050 gold.
you-
Either that, or you can go meet with my acquaintance Wolfstan von Meer at the harbor town and tell him that Johannesgard sent you to repay the favor that I owe.
Oh, which way is that?
Is it Donnermark
So
or
he-
Harbor
he-
Town?
Yeah, the harbor town. I have the name of the town written somewhere, but I can't fucking find it in my notes.
Harbor
Anyway,
Town's good.
so after you guys clean up, everyone go ahead and roll survival checks.
Give him his back. It's right there.
18 for Boer. What's mine? Can you see?
I can't see. You can't see with that.
16
camera
for
anyway,
me.
so.
18 for my brother. 16 for me.
And,
18 for.
well, it's
GG.
19.
Oh,
19.
Turn that
Okay,
light
so
off.
all three of you, while you're
It's on the
in the water and listening to Johannesgard talk about his theories about your life and previous life, all three of you are able to capture some fish.
Oh.
Your time as ghouls made you more adept
Oh,
with
that's
your
20.
hands, and even though your hands are not
Just
claws
put it in the
anymore,
middle.
even
It's
without
not working
weapons,
anyway.
it seems like you're able to reach out as if you still had those claws and capture things. Your fingers seem like they're still sharp, even though they've become mortal again. And Jaws, with the roll of 19, you find an extra large fish. It seems like it's at least twice the size.
I have
It was
20.
baited by your dick dangling in the stream.
See, told you it was gonna work.
I had a +2 survival.
You caught a fish with your dick?
I caught a fish
Oh,
in my dick.
shit.
It bit it, and it hurt a little bit, but yeah,
You're alright.
yeah, it's all right. Yeah, but we got dinner tonight though, boys. This is extra big fish.
Oh. We didn't
Okay.
know. I thought we all caught one.
So, Johannesgard takes you over to another part of the collapsed-looking building. You guys put your clothes on. You bring the fish. He sets up a fire over here, and you guys start roasting the fish. While the fish, while the fish is roasting, Johannesgard starts telling you about what year it is, what the state of politics on the Sword Coast is, what the major towns are called. You recognize some
How
of the
black
major
people are
towns
accepted.
like Baldur's Gate and Bemia and Casadega, but other towns like Donnermark and Gemport, you've never heard those names before. And so Johannesgard remarks this must be further evidence that you all might be over 200 years old at this point.
Holy
He
shit.
tells you that Von Meer is in the Nieder Straits, which is just it's just a carriage ride's day north of Baldur's Gate. And he says, well, now that you're alive, there's no need to stay here any longer. I can get us back to Baldur's Gate and get you guys on a carriage to Johannesburg. The transit fee
Denmark?
will be on me.
Ooh.
So, wait a minute. You gonna add this to our bill of 1,000 already?
You bastard.
No, you already owe so much money, and the Harpers pay for things like transit for the upper echelon of members like myself, a powerful paladin serving the greater good.
All right. Well, do you have any maybe like any extra rations maybe we could take with us to carry us on our way?
Ah, yes. Well, all of the supplies in this hideout here, we'll take them with us on the way back. So, why don't you all go back to the mess room where you ate and help me gather up the things, and then I'd like you to bring them to the front where we got into the pool, and then we'll set out to the carriage, which is lashed to the trees just a bit east of here.
Oh, I see you. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go in and raid the pantry of the
All right.
or whatever pantry I may find, whatever.
Pantry raid.
So you guys are able to find more supplies than you'd probably ever need, actually. It looks like maybe the
We're rich boys.
Harpers. Huh?
No, I'm just talking to character, but we're rich boys.
We're rich boys.
Well, yes. Actually, we have quite the surplus of supplies. It was expected that you lot might stay in that comatose, docile state for months, and I was prepared to set up shop in solitude here and pray to my god Sylvanus every day, meditate by that calming, soothing stream outside. Yes, I was prepared for quite the peacetime away from war. I've seen so much bloodshed. The respite from war and constant conflict was quite the appeal to me. But you lot have actually reversed the transformation in about a week. And so I've got half a year of supplies here. We're not going to need them. Well, we'll take them back to town, but you all can pilfer what you need for the adventure ahead.
Let's take some shit.
All right.
All right, so you guys are all able to put together essentially what would be on your character sheets, like adventurer supplies.
Yeah.
You're able to find the weapons and armor that's on your character sheets. None of it is stuff that you remember ever owning. It's random armor and weapons that were lying around in the supplies. But now we can say that everything on your character sheets is in your inventory. You have rations, you have adventurer supplies, you have whatever tools that your character classes have. You have ammunition and weapons, clothing, underwear, like basically everything you could need.
Bedroll,
And
mask
with
kit.
whatever you don't take, you help carry it out to the front.
Okay.
All right, we got everything we need. Let's go.
So after carrying it out to the
let's go.
front, Johannesburg, he unveils a carriage. He whistles, and after a few minutes, a few donkeys come out of the forest. Looks like they were grazing nearby. He lashes the donkeys to the
Those are some
wagon.
sweet
You
asses.
all get into the wagon, and you guys set forth. You patiently wait in the cart, looking at the scenery go by. It's the first time that you can really remember that you've seen anything above ground, above that crypt, that tomb that you spent centuries in. The trees roll by. You don't remember seeing birds flying in the air, flowers, nature. These memories are almost shocking to you, and the only thing you can relate to are these very muddy, murky memories of your previous lives before you were turned into ghouls, which are very slowly returning.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so you guys, he gets to a crossing, a town crossing, and at the town, rather, a border crossing, and at the border crossing, he gives you instructions. He has you get out of the wagon. He says, "Well, from here, I'm going to be going separate ways from you all. I'm going to be heading back to Baldur's Gate so I can meet up with my Harper organization and report to them the success that you all have.
You don't
But
need to do it now.
don't worry, I'm not going to hold you captive. You won't be our science experiments, our hamsters in cages. No, you're free to live lives that have been given back to you after you pay this honor debt, of course. And he gives you the instructions to go one of several different ways from this crossing. He gives you some extra money, and he waits until a carriage comes by. He calls the carriage service for you. He gets you on the carriage. So you guys depart from Joanne's Guard, and now you're in the care of some coachman. The coach stops overnight. You guys make camp, and the next morning, early before the sun comes up, it resumes. And you guys make it to a town in about the middle of the day. You guys were told to seek out Wolfstan vom Mir. And so with the man who's escorting you on the carriage, he hears this story from one of you, and he tells you ought to go to the inn. So he drops you off at the inn.
We're in.
All right. We're in.
We're in like Sid.
I have note that Darmark is new and gay.
What?
That's my die.
Give his die.
It's right here. It's all behind me.
Dick.
So you just roll it like normal now.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just share this. It works fine. You can't see it on that fucking camera. That it doesn't really work well for that.
All right, so
I'll figure it out later.
you lot, you see a building that says the Bear Skin Respite, and you're almost pushed through the door by the coachman as he says, in there. You'll probably find him in there. And as you look around, you see that there's dwarves and gnomes and humans alike just having a merry time, drinking and carousing. This seems like a bar, and even though it might have been several hundred years since you were last alive, you all remember bars. This is definitely a bar. Some things don't change. Some things don't change with time.
I'm here to party.
Jaws take a big whiff in, like. Oh, see, this is the smell of whiskey that's actually good. I'm looking over as
And I burp loudly in his face. Is that not good?
it still smells like putrid whiskey and blood. You should get some new stuff now. Actually,
Nice.
you should get some new things.
I only like to drink whiskey with blood in it from now on.
He's got to bleed a little bit into his whiskey.
Add that to my guy.
Yeah, and as you look around, you see many people drinking and talking amongst themselves. It seems like one table in particular has got some disheveled and particularly rowdy humans. They look like adventurers and a peasant. They seem like they're really having a good time. As you look around the bar some more, you see there's a lot of open seats and a barkeep patiently waiting. There's a man dressed in robes, just kind of silently drinking away. He doesn't seem as festive as the rest of the people in the tavern. Waiter comes and brings some food to a table, drops it off, goes and takes some dishes from another table, and then goes back around the corner to another door and disappears. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna walk up to the bar.
Where are we? Oh, there we are. We're gonna follow him.
And I'm gonna hail the barkeep. Barkeep. Hey,
He comes on
Mr.
over.
Man.
Well, welcome to the Bearskin Respite, travelers. I can't say I recognize you all.
I like the barkeep.
What can I get you to drink?
Are you the barkeep? Oh my god. It's mustache. It's uncanny. Sorry. Back to the game. Joe's the barkeep.
Oh,
Joe?
yes, I put quite the pride into this mustache here. As you can see, it's quite long. It took me several years to grow it. In fact, I won the local mustache competition.
Oh, that's good. We'll take a ale.
Okay. Well, if you don't specify, I'll just get you the standard stuff. It's quite good.
All right.
It's got bear nails in it.
Ooh, I love bear nails.
That's
Bear.
one ale for him, and for me, I'll have
One nail
some.
for him.
I actually have a question. Actually,
Ooh.
we're looking.
Well,
we're
all right.
looking.
So he gets out a cloth and he spit shines a bottle, puts it on the countertop, slides it away. Gets another bottle that looks clear and clean. You wonder if he cleaned that with his spit, which is standard for bars, of course, in this era. And he fills it full of some amber bubbling liquid and passes it to you. You said one for you and one for your friend?
Yeah. I'm gonna be covering for Austin while he cooks.
That'll be 1 copper for both of the beers, please. Just a single copper. Or would you like me to start a tab?
Do we have any coppers?
I don't know if we have any copper.
Do we have any coppers?
I got.
You're muted.
Do we have any coppers?
Do we have any coppers? I don't know if we do. I know that.
Any what?
Coppers. Do we have any money?
I know Johannesburg. Johannesburg
so it
gave us
seems
some
like
some scratch.
it seems like Johannesgard gave you more money than you needed for traveling, and you each have about 5 or 6 gold on you.
Nice.
5 gold and some change.
Okay.
Darcy, you got the coppers.
So a gold, if I recall, I think it's 10 silver, and I think a silver is, I can't remember the currency rates. Yeah, so a gold is 100 copper, and a gold is 10 silver? Right. Yeah. So a copper is 1/10 of a silver, and a silver is 1/10 of a gold. So 100 copper is a gold. 10 silver is a gold. Okay. Does everyone just need a break? Seems like they walked off.
No. Yeah. Give us a minute. Yeah, give us a minute.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened to Austin. Oh.
Let's just take a 10 minutes.
Okay. Breakdown. I thought you were drinking like an imaginary drink right now. Cause I saw you with your water, and then I see you do this. I'm like, what is he knocking back? Fake booze right now?
Oh my gosh. Maybe I should get a drink though, huh? I've had a really, really freaking long day. Yeah, I'm gonna go pour myself a little drink.
Yeah. All right. Do that.
I'm gonna make myself a White Russian. I made homemade chocolate liqueur.
Fuck. That's cool.
Make it a double.
Make it a double.
Make it a double.
He looks like a very handsome dwarf dressed in red oversized baggy clothing. You've never seen a dwarf without facial hair before. It looks like he just has a little ponytail on his chin, but the rest of his facial hair has been shaved off. And he starts speaking to the depressed looking man in the blue robes, to your guys' right. And Jaws, you overhear something about the shipping prospects looking pretty terrible, and Von Mir is not going to be happy.
Von Mir.
Von Mir's gonna be pissed.
Uh,
Is that Von Mir in the red?
and yeah, we're gonna like we're loudly as if we know we hear him. I'm gonna say out loud, yeah, Von Mir's gonna be pissed. So loud enough for them to hear me.
He looks over at you, a little startled. He looks you up and down. He sees that you're quite the muscular half orc, and there are no other half orcs in this tavern. In fact, you didn't see any half orcs in the town either, as you were taken through it by the carriage. He turns towards you guys. I see you get off your table and you walk over to him to ask this. He turns around with a beer in his hand and he says, "Well, you sure look like a sturdy fellow. What business do you have with Wolfstan von Mir?"
Well, you see, we were sent by a buddy of his, a buddy by the name of Johannesgard. Johannesgard.
When you say Johannesgard, his face lights
now you
up in
pissed him off.
recognition, and he looks puzzled for a minute. "Well, yes, that does strike a bell. Johannesgard. He's a famous paladin. His name is known anywhere that the Harpers have a foothold, and that includes this town. Tell me, why did Johannesgard send you looking for Wolfstan von Mir?"
Well, you see, funny story actually. Just a day ago, all three of us here, all three of my compatriots, we were dead. And
He scoffs. "Ha,
eh.
You don't look dead to me. You look like the picture of vitality."
well, we got Johannesgard to thank for that. So we owe him a favor. We owe him a favor for bringing us back, and that favor
That does sound like Johannesgard.
inclines us to meet face to face with Wolfstan.
D8s for my thunder wave.
He thinks for a minute.
But I just overheard you saying that something about that Von Mir will not be pleased. What about what? What's going on over here?
Well, before I tell you, I must say that your story checks out. Wolfstan von Mir, he's a noble dwarf in this town, and he's always exchanging favors for favors. Rather than tit for tat with currency, he prefers to keep things more ambiguous, and that has contributed to his rise in power, which is great because he's employed myself and several of the drunkards in this tavern, and really livened up the town with the influx of commerce that he was able to bring with his dwarven naval sea know-how. What did you ask, JG?
Where can we find him? And also,
Yes.
what seems to be the problem here? You said that Von Mir is going to be really upset.
Yes, no, there's no problem with you lot. In fact, it's quite good that you've come because, as I was saying, he's always needing favors for favors. But the bit about him being displeased with the trading is, well, I don't know. Did you get a good look at the port on your way into town? Seaside port?
No, not really.
No, we just kind of shoved in here by our carriage driver.
Oh, well. It's probably for the best that you didn't see it. It's quite a depressing sight. You see, about a year ago, a great dragon named Visendred, the Horse Eater, fell from the sky, and he burned our famous Stanisgard shipyards and docks to ash. Most merchants and nobles lost everything all of their naval assets. And Wolfstan von Mir was not so lucky. He lost all but a single ship. And so we've been trying to think of how to move his goods with just one single ship, but it's not enough And so I was just discussing with my fellow over here. He's the assistant navigator, for the Wellenritter, Wolfstan von Meer's last remaining naval vessel capable of transporting goods for trade along the Nieder Straits to towns such as Donnermark, Gemport, Casadega, Bema, and Milan. Many more towns that Wolfstan von Meer's trading empire used to do business with. Well, we only have one ship.
If we're gonna
left,
need the dome
Wellenritter.
to know that, can you repeat that and not at 100 miles an hour?
Yeah, it's gonna be slow.
So he tells you
All the cities you just named off very quickly.
He tells you that you are currently in a city called Stanisgard. And it's a trading town, a coastal town on a strait called the Nieder Strait, some water that runs up and down the coast.
Okay.
And along the coast, there are other towns named Donnermark and Gemport. You don't need to remember these, but Casadega, Bemia, Milan, many, many more towns. And Von Meer, this man, he introduces himself. He says, "Oh, I've been remiss. I should have introduced myself. I didn't realize I was in such good company as those sent by the famous Johannesgard. Well, I'm Brute Rock. Brute Rock, the dwarf, a vassal of Wolfstan von Meer. I'm in his service, and now I'm in yours as well."
Well, hello
And
there.
he tells you that a great dragon, fell from the sky about a year ago. The dragon was called by the people as Vissendred, the Horse Eater. And when it fell from the sky, it burned the shipyards with its fiery breath. And almost every ship was destroyed and lost in the fire. But one ship belonging to Wolfstan von Meer remained. I mean, a few ships remained, but Wolfstan von Meer, he lost all of his ships but one. And that ship, he tells you, is called the Wellenritter. And the man in blue over here, he's a dockhand for the Wellenritter, the assistant navigator. And when he sees Jaskier, he warms up a bit from his depressed personality. He introduces himself.
You really bummed me out, man.
I'm Bratwurst. Yeah, they'd call me that because I'm salty like the sea, salty like a Bratwurst. I help navigate the Wellenritter up and down the coast. When it gets stormy, that's my area of expertise. But otherwise, the main captain of the ship pilots that vessel.
And who's your main captain?
Well, my main captain is Torsten Meersone. Torsten Meersone ought to be frolicking with the ladies of the streets in some other tavern right now. We're in between missions, and so we take any chance we can get to drink and carouse and lie with the ladies of the town.
I too enjoy the ladies.
Fairly well, my friend.
I do enjoy the ladies. It
Are we
sounds like my
searching
kind of
for-
captain, man.
Are we looking for a
Azeroth, I
boat?
like to party.
I'm the only
Yes.
one that parties here. Guys, stop.
One of the nice things about working under Torsten Meersone as one of his ship hands is that whenever we get to a destination, we always stop for a night of relaxation and recuperation.
Party,
And
party.
with the fine women of Donnermark and Casadega, that can be quite the night.
I imagine so.
Let me just say that we do most of our resting on the ships.
I get that. So, are you guys at any time going up to Donner's Mark? Because we do have business. We do have to meet with Wolfstan.
Well, I don't make that call. That's actually up to Wolfstan von Meer. He employs myself and Torsten Meersone, the captain of the ship and the other ship hands. Maybe
May we meet this
my
Wolfstan?
employer here, Brute Rock. Brute Rock, my fellow vassal of Wolfstan von Meer. He might have some more information on what our ship will be up to next. I don't know the itinerary. I just make sure that when I'm told where to go, I get us there safely in one piece.
All right, well, Bratwurst, Well then, thanks for all your time and your service. I'm gonna give him like a very like weird salute.
Thanks a lot, hot dog.
Thanks, man.
All right, so Brute Rock, he asks you to accompany him to a different inn, one that's much nicer. It seems.
Never go to a second location.
No, let's get out of here. This place
Yeah,
is
let's get-
dead.
All right, so you get out of there because that place was dead. Whoa, what's going on? Why? What the fuck?
These
It
guys are
launched us.
celebrating. These guys are stoked. Look at him. He's stoked.
It moved everyone. The whole party went.
Holy shit! You moved the whole the whole bar to a different bar.
This place is
Okay,
happening.
let me try this again. Okay.
Hey,
Oh shit, are we back in that
Oh
castle?
no!
Well, we've
From
lost.
our first fucking campaign?
I told you never go to a second location.
All right, bear with me for a minute here. This is not going 100% to plan.
All right, we'll look over here. We'll look down. All right.
All right,
Oh, that'd
so the
have been
nobles
cool.
are
We
not
saw our
hiding
old
against the
selves.
wall because the walls are covered in sand, and y'all are like, I don't remember exactly how that went down.
Holy shit! There's a lot of
Um,
fuckers in here.
Yeah, it was a shitload. It was a party.
Jeez, you
Yeah,
brought the
it's
whole
a party. Everyone's
Having a
everyone's
party,
wearing
man.
red. It seems like there's some kind
It's
of
a blood
occasion.
party.
It's a blood party, man.
I'm gonna walk up to one and say, "What up, blood?"
Blood life.
And you guys are
Brute Rock, man.
taken
He took us
over
to-
this table here.
Took us
in
to a
the,
gang party, man.
northern part of the room. Whoa,
There's
there's
two of
two.
me.
How do I?
What is happening?
Shit, I don't know how to get rid of that.
If you want to look like me,
is
that's cool. dude.
happening?
This is a weird party, man. People turn. There's duplicates
Okay.
now.
What did you put in my drink, man? There's two of me a minute
There's
ago.
a king in here. The Lord of the Land is here.
Okay.
Zoltan's not gonna fucking believe this. So we're at a bar, right? And then there's two of me.
Yeah, I'm trying to
If they
remember
mentioned it was
who
a
you
gang
guys
bar?
were even talking to earlier.
I can't remember.
Oh, it was a red guy. That's right.
No,
it
it's
was
a
red
blue guy. It's a dwarf blue guy.
Yeah, but he said that this is the other guy.
Yeah,
There's two of 'em.
he stayed behind. His name was Bratwurst.
Yeah, hot
Bratwurst
dog.
stayed behind at the bear skin respite, and you all
Follow
you
Brute
entered
Rock.
another inn, and sitting at a table, conversing with what looks to be like some nobles, is a dwarf. So
Hey, Brute Rock, who's
Brute
that?
Rock
Who's that little
walks
dwarf?
up to the table and he whispers in the dwarf in greens, the dwarf wearing green satin clothing. He whispers in his ear, and he says, "Oh, interesting, Joanna's guard. Yes. Well, my friends, we'll have to cut this conversation short. There'll be plenty of time afterwards. Something pressing has popped up, and I must hear to my vassal what Brute Rock has to say." And so Brute Rock introduces you all three. You sit down at the table, and what you see before you is a very clean, somewhat opulent, fat-looking dwarf with big bushy beard, and he's wearing green satin clothing.
A great big bushy beard.
He introduces himself. I'm Wolfstan von Mir. I am one of the lords of this town, of Stansgard. Welcome, adventurers. I hear you were sent by Joanna's guard. He's one of my distant cousins. I don't know if you can tell the familial similarity.
Yeah, you look the same.
Yeah, y'all look the same to me.
That's racist.
That's surely because we're all the same lineage family of dwarves. Yes, I'm sure you can see the similar nose and eyes that Joanna's guard and I have. Yes.
Well, sir, you're. Would you say he was your brother?
No, he's a distant cousin.
A
Yes.
distant
He
cousin.
brings great honor.
Oh, your distant cousin. Well, sir, he brought us back from the dead.
Well, it's nice to meet you, distant cousin.
Well,
Nice
that
listening,
sounds
cousin.
like just another day in the life of my distant but beloved cousin, Joanna's guard. He's always pulling off miraculous feats.
He's a real cool guy.
I tell you, there's never been a paladin dwarf like him. He serves the The fucking can't remember the name.
I love the fucking can't remember his name, dude.
Dude, I know
guy.
those people. I know.
We went
I
out
know-
last week. We got
You know,
drinks and
fucking
hookers.
cameras, something the Peloperders.
He had a
The
mustache
Harpers,
just
that's
as
it. He
ridiculous
serves
as
the
yours.
Harpers.
Harper says it was.
The herpers. They have herpes.
Herpes.
And you know, taxes can be a real bitch. But the Harpers, they often look the other
he's,
way when I help contribute to the greater good. Such is normal for a businessman,
greater
of course.
The greater good.
Well, apparently he owes you a favor, or you
Now
owe
that
him a
laugh's
favor.
over.
He's a Palestinian, obviously.
Whoa.
And he sent us to.
I can't remember what the fucking term is.
He sent us over to, I guess, return the favor.
We gotta.
He
do
sends
something
his
for him, my
regards
man.
or something. Is there like a knife or anything in front of us?
I
Oh,
say that
yes.
we.
Johannes guard. Oh yes, he certainly does owe me a favor, and quite a big one. I've got a notebook of favors here, in fact. And he pulls out a notebook and he starts looking at it. Brute Rock comes over and he says, "Yes, no, I think it's this favor.
No,
yes, this one
not
right
that
here,
one.
my
Do the
lord."
easier one.
Oh yes. Well, I know quite the way to put you to work to restore this favor that he owes me. Yes, I saved him when he went on that holy mission to Palestine to pray, and it took a lot of funds. I had to support him, and you know, in return, the Harpers, they looked the other way when it came to tax season that year. But he owes me a favor for all that money.
I have a
that
song
I
about
sent on
this.
that mission
I'd
for.
like to sing for everyone. We will be doing this quest for this man. He's a old man, he's a fucking dwarf man. He will send us on to this fucking quest and we'll kill it!
All right.
All done.
10 out of 10.
That's why we got a bar
And
doing
that's
to
what he
get you
does.
pumped up.
He sends you on to the quest. He explains that he's got a much less distant cousin, a first cousin. I don't know what first cousins are, but he's got a first cousin named Nud Stoneson. And Nud Stoneson is part of a group of dwarves called the White Warg Reavers.
Oh, shit.
They are a clan of Reaver dwarves. They live on the ocean side. They go sailing and looting and destroying pirate vessels and raiding crypts and tombs and gathering treasures.
Rascals.
They're a veritable drunken, rowdy lot of dwarves that go adventuring and keep the peace about 300 miles to the north along the Neater Straits. And as it so happens, well, yes, all of my ships were destroyed by that fucking dragon, Visindrid the Horse Eater. I only have one left, but Nud Stoneson, he owes me a favor. I'd like you, brave and strong-looking lot, to accompany my captain, Torsten Mearstone, and his first navigator, Bratwurst, 300 miles along the Neater Straits to the White Warg Reavers. And there I'd like you to meet with my cousin Nud Stoneson and tell him that I need him to return the favor he owes me. I need to borrow some of the White Reavers' ships. Because you see, if I can use those ships to move some of my cargo that's been sitting idle in our storehouses ever since the dragon destroyed my fleet of ships, then I'll be able to make enough profit to buy some new ships and resume my clutching hands on the trading empire that
He's
I
making
once
us-
held.
How many
And-
how many ships we talking about?
Are we going to become Mexican drug mules?
Well, I have one ship, and I'm going to ask
Almost
my cousin
certainly.
Nud Stoneson if I can borrow 2 ships. So I will send you along on the Torsten. I will send you along on the Wellenritter, captained by Torsten Mearstone, with more crew than necessary. For when Nud Stoneson returns the favor he owes me, and loans me 2 of the ships from the White Warg Reavers, then I will be able to make enough money quickly back to buy back my own fleet. I'll be able to return those ships to Nud Stoneson with a handsome profit for the White Warg Reavers,
Say it 5 times fast.
and that's what I need from you lot. I need you to act as some muscle on that ship to protect the crew while they travel to the White Warg Reavers, about 6.5 days north along the coast, along the Neater Straits. If anything pops out of the sea and puts my sailors at risk, I want you to protect my assets. And when the ship docks at the ocean side, well, let's just say that the White Warg Reavers, they don't take gruff from most dwarves. But you lot are towering, much larger than dwarves. Especially you, you half-orc, what was your name again?
Oh, you can call me Jaws.
Wilson?
You
Oh,
half-orc
Jaws,
son
yes.
of a bitch.
Jaws, I'm sure they'll
Right
really
back.
respect the strength inherent in your form.
Wait for me, I gotta pee.
And so I'd like you to accompany the Wellenritter to the White Reaver Org.
Got that?
White
Reaver
Ward
orbs.
Reavers.
White
Ward
Ward
Reavers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out my axe and I'm gonna put it right on top of the table and say, "You son of a bitch, I'm in."
And I sing a seaman shanty. There once was a cat with a hungry belly. Name of the cat was Whiskers Jelly. Throat was dry and bow was bare. Meow, my fur cat's meow. Soon, man, the kitty man come with birds and mice and some tasty numbs. One day when the critters gonna come, the we'll tell our bellies are full.
Is there gonna be cats on this ship?
I just wanted to sing Kitty Man. I have one more actual sea shanty, and that's the only one. Those are the only two I really know.
You gotta make
The other one I actually know.
Gotta make up these shanties. You know, I've never been on a ship.
All right, so
Me neither.
you guys,
Out here.
That's what
you
Chris
guys
said.
stay the night, and the next morning you embark on a ship. It's the Wellenritter. Wolfstan von Mir sent you all onto this last ship of his.
Is that the same
It
blue guy?
has- Huh?
Is that the same blue guy? Is the guy who led us over to the
Yep. So, Root Rock.
Root Rock?
Root Rock is has been sailing the ship for a few hours now, steering it rather. And you three, actually, it's only been a few minutes. So Root Rock is steering the ship, and you three are on the deck. You haven't been shown your rooms yet. Sailors come and go. They're pitching sails and climbing up and down the masts, carrying cargo from the deck down to the bowels of the ship below. It seems like the ship set sail before it was quite 100% ready to go, and so all of the cargo was moved onto the deck of the ship. But the plan seems to be that the plan is to move the rest of the cargo to the depths of the ship before nightfall tonight. And it seems to be that it'll be about a 6.5-day journey before you get to the docks that will take you to the White Warg Reavers.
I'm gonna give him a hand to carry this cargo down to the depths of the ship.
I will.
All right.
Give people
So you
encouragement.
go to pick up some cargo and carry it down. You go down below the deck, and you see that. Let's see. Whatever. As you go below the deck, you see there's a main cabin with some kind of decrepit-looking cannons. You're not quite sure if they work. You see some bunk beds, some rooms. You go further below deck. You get down to the storage area that's down here, and you're able to put some of the cargo down on the left hand side. What is that? Let's see.
Rear?
That is the
Aft?
Bow?
aft. Apparently, the back of the ship
The bow is
is
the
known
front.
as the aft.
Hits from the bow, yeah.
I did not know, but
I thought it was
apparently
the stern.
that's
I
what that
just,
word means.
I just know it's hits from the bow is the first one. You're hitting from the front.
You know that from
Right.
our system.
The bow is the front.
Yes. That's
The
only
bow
way I
is
know
the
that.
front. I thought the stern was the
I think stern is the back. I
Stern
think
is
stern might
back.
be the back. It might be the aft. I
port,
don't know.
starboard, fucking boat, whatever. It's the ass of the ship.
I'm gonna try and fucking do some. Yeah, see, and no, it's bow aft or bow, but it's starboard, it's port or
Front
left
is
and
always
right.
a stern for sure.
I thought what's hits from the bow mean? I thought hits from the bow means from the front.
Bow.
It's a fucking what's it called? Arsenic of the girls
Jamie?
thing.
All right.
All right. So
right, and so-
what's in this room?
You guys are able to move the cargo below the first level of the ship to the but below the surface, below the first level of the ship to the third level, the the um the aft store room, and
Where?
eventually, with all the other
Ballast
sailors
front.
helping,
Where's
He's down.
you move
Down
all
the-
of the
down
cargo
the map.
to the bottom of the ship,
Down.
and there's still hours left in the day,
We were up top. Still.
and there's not really anything to do. What do you do?
what?
Only he moved down.
No,
I'm
we're all
gonna
going.
peek out and observe over starboard, over on top of the ship,
We're following. We're following.
and I'm just gonna keep a lookout over and
Singing.
We're singing and following.
I'm up top singing.
actually I'm gonna walk up these stairs because this is up here, right? The navigator and the guys up here.
So these top two levels here
Yeah.
are the same level, like the surface level.
Okay.
These are elevated one level higher, so technically it's like level 2, I guess,
Alright, it's
above
like
ground or
this.
whatever.
I'll have to point out that
but
I am right about the bow.
This is like the surface of the ship. If
Alright.
that makes sense. Do you guys see
I'm
the
gonna
plan?
go up. I'm gonna go and talk to Bratwurst,
Hot dog.
Okay.
and I'm asking him, like, "Hey man,
Well.
where you guys get a lot of troubles out here in the sea, like pirates, sea monsters, that sort?"
Are you back up top?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah.
As a matter of
Okay,
fact,
I was
yes.
Well, one below.
From the
That's
side.
how I got this scar. And he takes one hand off the steering wheel of the ship, and he shows you that he's got a scar running up his arm. Yeah, got me from some fish. Got this from some fishman fucker. They were trying to raid our ship, steal supplies, and I chased them off. I couldn't quite kill them. They're too slippery. And they left me this nasty cut all along my arm here, but it healed up. And, well, if I ever catch one of those salty sons of bitches again, I know what I'll be eating that night.
I hear
Salty
that.
sons
brother.
of bitch.
Hey.
I hear that, brother. I hear that. Now, did you say that these things they're hard to hit? I'm just, me myself, I like to venture.
Well-
I venture myself a little bit of a fighter, but you said they're slippery.
Well, you're gonna need something pointy, because your fists will just slip right off their slippery skin. These merfucks, these mer people.
Fucking mers. You ever come across any sirens? I've heard about
They
those.
should
Only
stay to their side of the water, and we stay to ours. They below the seas, and us
racist.
above.
well, sometimes we go fishing into the sea. We fuck around
we
in
do.
their shit, and we're kind of like
It's
just kind of
okay.
trespassing right now.
It's
Yeah.
okay when we do it, because the land walkers are the mighty. Might makes right. But
Oh.
these water
Good
people, they're
God.
subhuman filth.
Oh, Brian, where's this been a good talk?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk back down. Oh shit, where'd I go?
That's Jesus racist.
I disappeared.
You died.
Where'd I
All right.
go?
Where did I go?
As you
That's
as you
me,
walk below the
that's my
deck,
brother. Nope.
you let's see. You see that there's many
Oh.
more
It is.
dwarven sailors just ambling around the ship,
Okay.
trying to find the
I
dwarven
fucking
sailor.
disappeared.
Yeah, I disappeared too. I accidentally pulled myself out of the map.
What
to
disappeared?
See what happened.
Both of them, their character things are gone.
I pulled myself to the.
Yeah, I
left
think
of
we're in
my
we're in the
brother.
darkness.
Right.
We
I
fell
found it, I
overboard.
found it.
We fell
No, He's
overboard.
bringing you back.
Okay, here we are.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh, someone's down here.
So what the fuck? What the hell?
Who's this motherfucker? I'd like to ask him who the fuck that is.
I need to figure out how we can do sound like backgrounders. I want to do the songs, but I don't want to make them the forefront of the sound.
If you turn it off.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, if I was like.
So help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alleyway. Hey, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down a shinbone owl. Sally the girl down shinbone alley.
All right, what were you guys saying?
What?
Okay, so
Oh, two
as
guys.
you guys
Oh, shit.
amble around the ship, you notice that there seems to be at least a dozen dwarven sailors. They're all dwarves.
Oh,
Seems like everyone you've talked to on this journey has been dwarves so far. It's like they keep to their kind or something.
Racist.
And they're all busy preparing the ship and doing repairs, cooking food, managing supplies. Some of them are taking naps and shifts. One of them's on the bow
Front.
The bow.
I looked it up.
front
It's from the bow is
of the
front.
ship, keeping
frontmost.
watch.
The bow.
And the time ticks on. Do you guys do anything for the rest of the day?
You guys got? I'm gonna go back to one of the sailors. You guys got any rods or anything go fishing around here? Anything pass the time, really?
I continue singing sea shanties.
One of
I'm
the
not gonna
sailors-
actually sing them.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we've got fishing equipment. It's down in the storeroom. Plenty of it. Well, I mean, if you want to fish right now, why don't you take my rod? I wanted to go have a drink with my mates in the
Yeah, dude, take his rod.
All right,
in the galley.
I'm gonna
Here,
Grab his
wanna go
rod.
fishing for
Both
me?
hands.
sure. Yeah, I'll take your rod.
All right, bear in mind, sometimes these fish can grab pretty hard. Although, you look like that's not going to be a problem for you. So, hope you catch some big fish, sailor boy.
Yeah, we'll
And
see.
then with that, he pats you on the hip because he can't reach your shoulder. You're so much taller than he is. And he heads down below the deck. As he walks off, you can smell his like BO. Seems like none of these guys have bathed in days.
Gross.
I'm not cool with that. I'm like an angelic creature, so
I'm gonna cast
want
the
people
line
to be
into
clean.
the water, and I'm gonna fish for a little bit.
Okay. How long you want to fish? Like until the evening?
What time is it right now? Like, where's the sun right now?
have we been attacked yet?
I'd say
Right.
it's a little fuck, I don't know if the sun it rises in the east and sets in the west.
Yeah. Is it like it's
Then
past midday?
3/4 is setting, so it's like upwards west. I don't know what that means, like northwest. It's you think there's probably 3 or 4 hours left of daylight.
All
That'd
right,
be considered
yeah,
a small
I'll
rest.
I'd fish till the sun starts to set.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and roll like 4 survival checks for me?
4 survival checks.
4.
All right. Do I have anything with survival? I think it's a +1. So here's the first one. I could do it in owlbear.
Ooh. Let's see. Did you see it? That's some
Let's
shit.
see. 1.
I am the liquor.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
here we go. 17.
17 + 1, 18.
Let's do that from now on.
Yeah, that's the best
dope.
way.
And then here's another one. You said 3, right?
4.
Yeah.
14, 15.
18, 15,
And then
3.
Oh shit,
3.
there's a dice on the screen. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing it on here
Yeah,
now.
doing it on here, so
On
that way you can.
owlbear.
How did you do that?
Oh, if you're in owlbear, see up top on the top left, there's a
That.
die in the middle.
That?
No,
or
no,
this?
that one, yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
I see. Got it. Cool.
Nice. 2
Oh,
more.
that's it. JG's
Oh,
the
one more,
DM
one
now.
more.
Huh?
18, 15,
I'm the
3.
DM now.
18, 15, 3, and one more. He said 4.
Oh, it's 4?
Yeah, he
Alright,
said
so-
4 initially.
Wait, hang on. Roll
For
4
the-
times or
in
3
the
times?
first hour, you
Oh,
catch
well, I was only
a,
there for 3 times,
you
yeah.
catch a fish that's the size of a dwarf, and for the dwarves it might be hard to pull it up, but as a humongous half orc, you pull it off. In the second hour, you catch a few minnows and trout, but then you manage to catch a fish the size of your leg, which is still pretty freaking massive.
Jesus.
And for the rest of the evening, your fishing line doesn't seem to get pulled by anything except maybe you catch a leather shoe that was floating in the water, which is actually pretty worrisome because this far away from the coast, it's very unlikely that you would be catching a shoe.
Oh,
So you
shit.
hope there isn't like a body nearby.
There's some going down.
That would imply there might have been a shipwreck or maybe something that could wreck a
Hey,
ship.
hey, let me join the
shit.
owlbear. I just asked to join because I'm gonna be able to roll my laptop.
You're on.
No, wait,
No,
it's-
that's this. I can't
Oh.
read it. It's too far away. That's fine. You don't have to add me. Just want to be able to roll.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna cast in my line and bring my fish over to my friends. My fishes to my friends, and I'll say, "Hey guys, look, I caught dinner. This one's as big as these little people here."
LPs.
All right, so they tell you to take it down to the kitchen.
All
So
right.
that's what you do. You go down to the kitchen, and there's a dwarf there, and he prepares it, he says, "Oh man, we were gonna be eating salty biscuits and tack all night and for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but with this catch, we'll be eating nice tonight. Let's celebrate
Hey man, it's a
this
6-day
new
journey.
voyage,
We're not
what
eating.
you caught."
We're not eating garbage. It's a 6-day journey. We're gonna be eating well.
So the dwarves, besides the few that are staying watch on the surface of the ship, and Bratwurst, who's piloting the ship, there seems to be a bit of a party in the depths of the ship. There's a bit of a festive atmosphere, and the dwarves are partying it up and going, "Cheers! Cheers to the mighty fishermen, Jaws, who managed to wrench open the jaws of these delicious fish." And the dwarves are carousing and thumping each other's chests, and they start getting pretty rowdy and arm wrestling each other and getting into little playful scuffles, and it seems like a real party atmosphere. It stinks awfully horrible down here. It seems like none of them have bathed. But besides the horrible smell,
I
which
gotta
is
go
somewhat
upstairs.
masked by the
I
smell of
can't-
the fish that you're eating,
I
it's a
can't deal
great
with this.
time.
Yasker's going upstairs. He can't
And you
stand the
say,
smell.
I am angelic, and I can't stand this horrific odor. So I will be moving upstairs and waiting with the blue guy.
We say with a mouthful of fish. I'm like, I kind of like it.
All right, so
Wrong person. That's the wrong person. Oh, that's me. Never mind.
got it. So
Ask him about the captain. What the fuck's the captain at?
Jaskier,
I
you
thought
go
he is
hang
the
out with the
captain at this
captain. Brute Rock, the navigator.
See? He's navigator.
Is that?
The captain.
I assumed.
was,
Yeah, that's what I plan to do. I was going to Brute Rock. We haven't met the captain yet.
And your character's a bard, right?
I am the yes. I am a.
Got it. So what do you do when you go over to Brute Rock?
I began to sing him a sea shanty that he didn't hear.
Brought me some fish, eh? I'm glad somebody remembered I'm up here steering the ship. That's awfully nice of you, Jaskier.
Is there something else? Oh. Thank you, ma'am. Would you want a sea shanty?
Oh, I quite like the tunes. Yeah, something to pass the time besides these endless waves of this vast ocean.
I don't actually say it now.
All right, so
I sing a
Sing a
sea
clown.
shanty. Make me a bicycle clown.
all right, so you guys have a nice night with Jaskier hanging out with Bratwurst while Azeroth and Jaws party with the stinking dwarven sailors in the depths of the ship.
Goddamn animals.
Do they have any booze on this ship?
Oh yes, it's
Ah.
loaded full of booze. These are dwarves, and one thing dwarves love, besides being underground or below deck, is drinking as much as they can. There's booze everywhere.
Nice.
There's
I'm sobered
casks
up
and
from
barrels full of it.
bitches.
I'm gonna go to this guy right here and be like, "You, man, drink with me.
Oh yes. Oh, what is it? What is it?
Drink with me." And I'm gonna
Oh,
pour
I'd
him.
love to. Any excuse to drink more. Oh, why don't you come on over here? We'll pour ourselves a nice big drinky poo. Yes, and your friends will keep them as well. Oh,
Who drinks Mr. Leahy?
You know, I've always told never follow to a second location, but this is the second time where I've.
You know what?
Hey,
Let's
it's
just
worked out.
They've
It's worked
taken
out.
me
We're
to
gonna take
places
that.
with
We're gonna throw
booze.
it out. We're gonna throw it out.
We're just going out with it.
So caution to the wind.
All right, so go ahead and roll Constitution checks as you try to keep up with this dwarf
I'll roll for you.
in a drinking contest.
Oh no, he's up there with what's his face. So it's just me. It's just you and me.
Let's roll on the screen.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Can you drink me under the table, lads? Well, you might be bigger than me, but is your liver stronger? Oh.
You say it's Constitution throw?
Constitution saves.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
8.
So Constitution +3.
You lily liver! You might have made pacts with demons and warlocks in your ancestors' time.
23 for me.
But you still can't beat a dwarf at drinking. You're losing your shit. What a good time. What about you, Jaws?
That was a 23. 18 +5.
Oh my! Move
Or
out of
plus
the
four.
way, my
red-skinned fellow. I've got to take this man on. JG, why don't you roll a Constitution saving throw for this dwarf? He gets advantage because he's a dwarf, so roll 2d20s and take the higher of the two.
2d20.
Oh, you should have seen how much I could drink when I was but 12 years old.
17 or 4 is.
All right, you go
Seven,
ahead and roll
17.
one now.
Huh? Oh, now
You
I
go ahead
gotta
and
roll.
another one now. Another round on me. It seems our red-skinned fellow can barely keep his insides in.
Come on, 13.
And then
13
go ahead
plus
and roll for him.
4. Just one?
Roll for him with advantage because he's a dwarf. And what'd you get? What was your Constitution saving throw modifier?
It
for
was
your
3
character?
3 plus 4, so that was 17.
Damn. All right. So go ahead and roll the dwarf. Just roll 2d20s with advantage.
Okay. Rolling.
20.
17 and that's a 20.
Oh, you really can't hold your drinks down more than anyone else about. But I'm still raring to go. Tell you what, if you can make it through one more round, you could be my drinking buddy for the rest of this trip. What do you say? Oh!
You got it. You got it, man.
You got it, man.
All right, hey, my red Azeroth, can you pour us a drink? Azeroth.
Yeah.
Azeroth. It just rolls off the tongue.
All right, Azeroth, you're drunk, so
Mike's
go ahead and roll a dexterity. Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check to see if you fuck it up and drop the glasses.
Huh?
13.
Oh, you were able to pour them just fine, just fine. I like it when the booze is pouring over the top. There, thanks, Azeroth. All right, here you go, Jaws. Let's go. Rounds on me. 3, 2, 1. Bottom's back. Back's bottom. Whatever. Drink it.
Bottom, whatever, drink it.
Roll mine first.
Yeah.
It's just 1d20, right? Constitution. 14.
So 14?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll one run with him now with disadvantage. It seems like he might be in over his head.
One with disadvantage.
Oh, that's cool.
What are those?
Oh.
It sums him.
And with that,
it's 10.
With that, he falls off his chair and he thuds into one of the the galley bench seats. And he just starts snoozing. He falls asleep immediately.
He's just sleepy.
You're able to
I
maintain
think I
your
killed him.
consciousness.
I think I killed him.
I killed him.
You go check him. Do a medicine check.
Medicine.
I wish I
plus
could
one.
post a scene of Gimli when he gets all fucked up in Lord of the Rings.
All right, you check his pulse
15.
successfully. Yeah, he's not dead. He's just passed out. There's a smile on his face as he snores. His breath stinks like rotten fish.
Well, at least it wasn't the fish. Let's get out of here as rough.
Yeah, the
Azeroth
fish.
looks like he's having trouble standing up on 2 legs. You
Might
might want
sleepy.
to carry him to a bed.
All right. Carry him. Can I carry him? Is he small enough
Yeah,
for me
you
to carry?
can carry him. You're a strong guy.
You work it out.
I work out.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna carry him over to one of these bed chambers over here.
He's been doing 2 a days, so.
Double down.
Oh, we're down there.
All right, so you guys retire for the night. The dwarves retire for the night. One of them keeps watch up here in the top of the map here. One of the dwarves is keeping watch, and the night goes by. The hours seep into the wee hours of the morning when everyone in your sleep, which is not the best sleep because you've been drinking, except for Jaskier, who wasn't drinking.
Yeah.
I need everyone to roll perception checks, but I need Azeroth and Jaws to roll their perception checks with disadvantage since they were drinking a lot.
Our perception.
And actually, no, let's put it the other way around. Azeroth and Jaws, because you guys were drinking so much, your sleep is kind of shitty, and you keep waking up. So I need you guys to roll perception checks with advantage, because you keep waking up. But Jaskier, because you didn't drink that night, you're able to sleep very soundly.
I rolled a 2 and a
so
3.
I need you to roll a perception check with disadvantage, Jaskier.
You sleeping like a
Roll,
baby.
here we go. 13.
Okay,
Four-
so you got
what's
13
what's
perception.
also your
Hold on,
perception
let's
too?
see more perception.
So mine's a +3.
Plus 2. 15.
15, okay. And then Jaws and Azeroth?
I got
Disadvantage?
3. 4.
4.
You got a 4?
I
Did
got a
you roll
4.
a 1 or what?
I rolled a 3 and a 2.
And you got a
Got
plus
it.
1.
So you added +1 for 4. And then Jaws, what'd you get?
I got 21.
Okay, so Azeroth, you really got drunk under the table that night. And even when you do wake up, your consciousness is so muddled that you don't really notice anything except that this pillow is not as comfortable as the one back at the medical bay that Johannesgard was keeping you guys resting up in. But Jaws and Jaskier, you guys, you both hear a cluttering, clanging, clamoring noise.
Along came such a came clatter or whatever.
What
It's
the
called. It's
fuck?
it's Santa.
Did you just say something?
Along came a clatter.
Santa Claus.
Came rose such a clatter. That's what it is.
Fuck, man.
What are you drunk, Mr. Early?
Yeah, a few short days.
I gotta.
of it.
Fuck. I'm gonna go investigate, but I'm gonna grab my my shield and my battle axe.
I'm gonna let him do that. I'm gonna
You're
go ahead and
upstairs.
keep
You're not even here.
racing. No, I'm down.
You come back down.
I mean, we're all sleeping, so you guys will see. I was sleeping soundly. You guys are light sleeping.
Oh, you're right there.
But you're clocked out because you're all fucked up, and so I just decided to let. I'm gonna go ahead and
So
let
I'm
him
gonna-
do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs.
All right, so I was having a bit of a hard time. One sec. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Yes. All right, so you guys hear a clattering noise coming from, seems like both of the doorways on the bottom of this ship. Over here, where I'm doing my laser pointer,
Right.
and
See.
over here.
Oh shit!
And it's very dark down here. There's no candles lit, but you guys have dark vision because you're not humans.
Oh,
You have dark vision.
So you can roughly see that.
actually, I cast light into the area that.
You have to touch an object and light it.
Oh shit!
You
Really?
can pick something up though.
What?
He's gonna do light.
A touch
Okay.
of an object is no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. Fuck, it's too far. Oh, never mind.
That's too far.
I touch. No, that's too far. Yep.
Hold on. What's the problem? You should be able to cast
You can
light.
do it
to
on
see-
anything.
It's I gotta touch them within 10 feet of me, which would be like within this
You
distance.
can move, we're not in
I
a
guess
battle.
I could. Oh yeah. All right. So I touched this area and I let him go search that, and then I move the opposite.
No, you touch
way.
like an object. You pick a book up and make it light.
Oh, I was gonna touch the fucking
I think
corner
you
of
can
the
touch
door.
something you're holding and just carry it around like a lantern.
Oh, yeah.
No, then fucking I touch
Your-
my
your guitar.
I hold my
myself.
lute.
You
Yeah,
touch
I touched my
yourself.
painter.
Touch my penis.
Yeah, your dick is glowing now. And,
It's a fucking flashlight.
He's gonna watch.
And we go, no, we go
It's
down
the
together.
fleshlight.
We go down together. I'll go with with JG. Me and JG both move down this area together.
What's he doing over there?
all right, so
No, you're
when
sleeping.
when
You're
you
passed out.
when you cast the light, you wake up Azeroth, and he's like,
Oh, he's awake.
Azeroth, you're still poisoned from the drinking. You're having a hard time getting your vitality back. But Azeroth, you slip on something and you fall on your ass. And Jaws and Jaskier, you turn around to see what happened to Azeroth. You hear the commotion. Everyone roll
shit.
perception checks.
Rolling first. 17 plus 2, 19.
All right, so that's good enough. We'll take that for the group.
Mine's a-
It looks like all of you are able to see that Azeroth slipped on some wet, slimy stuff on the floor. And it doesn't look like piss
Gross.
or shit. What is that?
He came on the floor.
Does anyone know anything?
So-
about potion?
Hey, is anyone deficient in Arcana or anything, or know anything about magic shit? What the?
I'm gonna do an Arcana check on this shit on the floor.
I'm a plus
Okay,
one
go ahead,
Arcana.
do an Arcana check. You get down on your hands and knees and you look real closely at this slimy substance.
15.
And you think there's definitely not any magic here. Rather, it looks like it looks kind of slimy, like it might have been excreted by some sort of creature. Maybe like a giant slug.
Hey man, fucking Homo was talking about fish people upstairs.
Homo?
Oh boy.
Homeboy
No, it said homo.
was talking about fish people upstairs, man.
I see homos
And
naked.
now I see the bunch of shit like that. Does the trail look like it's going up or down the stairs?
So the trail looks like it's coming from the. The trail looks like it's coming from the stairway that goes to the next floor up. And when you inspect the stairway, you see that there's some more of this slime-like material going up the stairway. And then it looks like it's leading to this door over here, and another
And one
path of it
that way.
splits at the stairs and goes over to this door here.
Oh shit.
Do you guys see that blue on the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there seems to be like two paths of slimy stuff going to both of these doorways.
I stealthily, oh shit, because I'm light up. I have my light on my fucking thing, so I don't know if I could do stealth. I'm gonna say I stealthily approach the other doorway.
This one over here?
Yeah.
All right. What do you do as you're standing in
And
front of the doorway?
then look into the room and see if I can notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, so you open the doorway. It creaks open.
Shit.
And standing in front of you is not a dwarf, but a
It's time to fucking
creature with gills on the side of its neck, and it's
What
got
the
fins
fuck?
on its head, and the side of its face. Its eyes are round and black, and its maw seems full of jagged, sharp teeth. As you look at it closer, it's you can see that it has a tail, and it seems to be wearing shells for armor. There's a trident strapped to its back, and it seems like it's going through the various supplies, just tossing open barrels and going through cargo containers. It looks like it's looting the ship for whatever valuable stuff it wants. It hasn't noticed you yet.
I cast.
But actually, let's see if it hasn't noticed you
wait
yet.
till we all go.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I got a 1. You're going to beat that.
Oh, okay.
So it hasn't noticed you yet. It seems like it's got its head. It seems like it has its head
on.
in a barrel, and its
We're not all rolling.
whole upper
We're
top of its
I'm
body is just
close
in the
to-
barrel.
He's-
It looks
he's
like
the
it's
one
trying to
that's
find
has the
something
Yeah,
at the bottom
close
of
to
the barrel.
the door.
It has not noticed you.
1. Let's see.
Oh my god. Well, what's
1
your,
plus
what-
3. 1 plus 3. 4.
Okay,
Heyo.
so you okay, you still beat it. It's got a lower perception than that. But you accidentally you take a step forward into the room, and the door swings open, and it makes a crack noise as it slams against the hinges, and the wet slimy creature startles, but its upper torso seems to be stuck in the barrel. Everyone roll initiative.
I think we can do initiative on here too.
Let's just roll 20.
This is 20, yeah.
No, well, there's an initiative actual counter on it.
Oh.
So tell me the name of the character and then the initiative roll. It's your dice roll plus your dex score. That's your initiative.
Oh, okay.
14.
13 plus dex score, you said? 4,
The
7.
dice roll plus your dex score. That's how you do
Oh,
initiative. So Azeroth, you got 14.
Yes.
I have 15.
All right, Jaskier got 15. And what about Jaws?
The dice roll plus what now?
Plus your dexterity score.
Go ahead and
Plus
roll
dex
initiative. Your initiative
plus
modifier
1.
is just
13.
Your,
13.
15?
13.
13, 13, and 15.
Got it. So
My dex is what? What's your dex?
My dex is 2.
there's
my
no
dex
tie.
is
You
1.
guys got
Oh, I thought
15,
we
14,
both
and 13.
Oh,
Oh.
got it. So there's a tie.
All right, these guys got higher.
Damn.
Okay. So the fish-like person scrambles in the barrel, but the other door bursts open, and
Shit.
a fish person comes storming out of the room on the rear side of the ship.
Shit.
And before you know it, Jaws, there's a trident swinging at your guts. I need to know your armor score, Jaws.
It's 18.
Well, it goes to stab at you with its spear, and then it goes to bite at you. But your armor that you somehow were sleeping in, you
I'm
weren't
always
sleeping
prepared,
in
bro.
your armor.
Always
takes it
prepared.
off.
I'm always prepared.
Okay, what's your dex score?
My dex is 13 plus 1.
Okay, +1. So it goes to bite at you, and that misses, but it stabs at your side, and you get a spear. You get a spear in the guts.
Oh, shit.
That is gonna be 3 piercing damage.
3.
Yeah, 3 piercing damage as it stabs its spear into you, and then it goes to seem to make a beeline over this way.
Do I get an
So
attack
as
of
it
opportunity?
runs past you, you can get an opportunity attack. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Roll it.
And, yeah, I'm gonna swing at him with my axe. A bipedal axe.
Damn it, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
19 plus 5.
You're not
24?
important for attacking. It's more like helping.
I know. That's
Wow, that's a hit. That's a huge hit. Yeah. Go ahead and roll for damage.
1d8 plus 3. 2 plus 3, 5 points.
5. Okay.
On my attacks roll.
So you what's your weapon?
It's a battle axe.
All right. So you remembered to pick up your battle axe. You didn't have enough time to put on armor, but you slash into it, and it seems like it starts to limp as it runs past you. The other fish person pops out of the barrel, and he runs up to you, Jaskier, but it seems like the timing was bad and you caught it by surprise, so it's not able to swing at you quite yet.
Ooh.
Jaskier, Azeroth, and Jaws, you guys are up in that order. So clockwise, going around the table, starting with JG.
So I can.
What do you guys do?
JG's first.
Well, I'm first.
Yeski, I think Yeski is first. Azeroth and then whatever. 'cause
Oh, yeah,
he
you're
just
Well,
went.
we can put in the
Me,
if you
you.
open up the initiative order in Owlbear, we can actually put in our initiative in there. Open up the where the
Oh, really?
yeah, open up where the dueling shit.
Here?
Yeah, on the far left, far right. I mean, my bad. Fuck.
Far right?
Far right. You see where the two swords are crossing on the far
yeah,
right.
I clicked it, but all I see is Jaws pick.
Yeah, that and you see Jaws pick 13.
Yeah,
That's my initiative. That's what I rolled.
Oh, I see.
got it.
So if I click now him, I'm gonna click
Put
Azeroth.
everyone in.
What was your initiative?
15.
Oh, no, mine was 13 as well.
You were 14.
14, I mean. Yeah. Yeah, 13, 14, 15.
So you were 14.
Yeah.
That's why I said me, you, and then JG.
Right. And initiative is up. Nice. That's pretty cool.
And you were 15, Austin.
Yeah.
God damn it! Fuck off.
What about the other two guys?
Yeah, what was their initiatives?
They went
17
first.
and 16.
Yeah, they went first and second.
Which one was which?
One closest to you was 17, and one closest to me was 16, I'm guessing. Just for them, the way the order's gone.
Sure. Why not?
15 feet.
Man,
Huh.
this technology is great. It's great.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're doing that.
I
see
literally
that there's
follow the
players-
directions.
Yeah, okay.
Because yeah, so when you click on the way I had to do it, so click the
Initiative
dueling
tracker.
things,
Oh, okay.
so that way opens up the initiative, and then I click on the character,
The cross
or even like
swords-
right click it or something like that, and then more options, add to initiative order.
Cross Swords has initiative tracker on the laptop.
Oh, I see.
I got
I
it.
see.
There.
Nice.
Very cool. I didn't know
That's
that
cool,
worked
yeah.
like that.
And I leave it up on the screen for the.
Okay, so
So I guess
all
I go
right,
first.
So then it would be- it-
So Austin's up, I guess.
So I
Jaskier.
cast Thunderwave. Roll for each.
Wait a minute. Are you sure you want to do that? That
No.
might destroy everything on the ship.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't think about that. It's a 50-foot cube. Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
All right. Then I cast
What's your cantrips?
Minor Illusion. Appearing as casting in directly next to me, one of the whatever Sahugwin attacking his fellow Suhagwin, and then I move away. I don't know if that would be two different actions.
Okay, so minor illusion cannot make motions.
Oh shit! I can't.
It has to be still, like not moving.
Okay. Then.
You don't have any. Just you can also
I have
attack
charm
with whatever
person.
you're holding.
Oh, I.
Or you can
answer.
unarmed
just
attack
hit
as
him.
well.
I attack with my dagger. I stab him with my dagger.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
What do you roll? Roll a 20 to see if you hit first.
Yeah, it's a D5 if I make it. Here we go. 4 plus. What would that be? Strength? That's 3.
Yeah,
then.
or
Minus
roll your
1.
dex, because daggers are finesse.
Dex,
You can use-
Dex and 6. I'm still down.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Yeah.
You're going to stab at it, but it's a slimy fish guy. What do you move or do you stay there?
I move closer. I guess. What's my limit? 30 feet? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There we go. I'm right next to my brother.
You fool! You foolish fool!
Ooh!
You've doomed us all.
I probably have.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Knight to E5.
You guys just want to play D&D till the end of eternity? Sure.
I'm a level 12 vice president.
I'm filled. Yeah.
All right, so as you go to move away, he lashes out at you with his
Oh,
spear,
shit.
and he gets a 16 to hit. Does that do?
Well, I'm
does that
dead.
go through
What's
your
your
armor?
AC?
13.
You take 13. You take 3 piercing damage. Three piercing damage, Jaskier, as you move away from this slimy
If
fish
you click
boy.
on your
Oh
thing,
shit,
you
my
can-
initiative is +3.
Azeroth, what do you do?
I'm going to use Guiding Bolt on the one that's far away.
Okay, the one over here.
Yes.
So the stairway is in the way. You're gonna have to move like down or maybe over here to do
And then
it.
I'm going to take an attack of opportunity if I move.
Do you want to move down or to the right?
Oh,
Move to the right.
All right, you can see the Sogwin clearly now, so you can cast Guiding Bolt if you'd like.
Okay.
So, I think Guiding Bolt is like a ranged spell attack.
Yeah. On hit, takes
So-
4d6 damage, so I roll 20.
Yeah, roll a d20 and add your proficiency and your spellcasting mod. Yeah, that's gonna be a
Yeah, that's going to
22 to hit.
22, yeah.
So
okay, it's
go ahead and roll for damage.
It is...
D5, you said?
No, it's 4d6 radiant. I got it. Where's the sixes?
It's right below the 12. It should-
Oh, no, that's a 12.
I know. Right below the 8.
Oh, that's a 6. No, that's not a 6.
Yeah, it's a D6.
That's an 8. Where's a regular one?
There's an 8
Oh,
and
it's
a D6.
that. I got
yeah.
it, I got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go.
9, 10, 16.
Oh, shit.
Do you
That's
add
17.
your spellcasting modifier?
16. I can't add.
Where would it say that?
No, it's just it's 4d6 radiant. So 16 radiant damage to this one over here. And now it yelps. It looks like one of its arms. You break its arm. It doesn't go flying off, but it seems like maybe you broke the bones in its arm with your bolt. And the whole right-hand side of its body is just sparkling and glittering now.
Also,
from your guiding
my
bolt.
next attack has advantage because of the guiding bolt.
Anyone's next attack.
Anyone's
yeah.
next attack, yeah.
Ooh.
All right. Do you move out of the way? It looks like It looks like they're eyeing the staircase.
Yeah, I'm gonna move here. Is this how the stairs go up? Right this way?
The
in
stairs
the
go
middle.
up right here where my cursor is.
Yeah, it's up that way.
Oh, Okay.
So if you want to block their way, you could stand there, but then they might try to stab you to death.
I'm gonna stand right here.
Okay. Jaws, what do you do?
I'm gonna run up on this.
Your
motherfucker.
right side is bleeding, but you can still move.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up on this motherfucker.
All right. You ran up on him. Now what?
And I'm gonna swing at him with the battle axe.
Swing, bada 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 bada.
Swing and a
My
battle.
battle axe. 10.
15.
What is that to hit?
15.
That's a hit. That's
All
a
right.
hit. One roll for damage.
1d8 plus 3.
How much does your battle axe cleave his booty for?
1d8 plus 3. 7 plus
7.
3.
10.
10. Wow.
The fuck
So
shithead,
he looks like he's
dwarves?
seen better days under the sea. Under the sea.
Under the sea.
All right, on their turns, the Sagwan here, he seems to kind of dodge and make a feint, and then he runs up the stairs. So that's gonna be.
I get an attack of opportunity, right?
Yeah, but for some reason, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he runs above deck. Go ahead and make an attack of opportunity.
Hopefully I kill him with this.
You cleave across him, and as he goes to run past you, you cleave again. And that's a hit. Go ahead and roll
15.
for damage.
18. Let's see. 4.
All right. You manage to slice him in the back, and he yelps. It yelps in some sort of fishy pain as it runs by. You think you almost killed him then, but he still manages to evade your blade. The other one goes to run. 5, 10. And he only gets this far. It seems like he might be boned. All right, you guys are up. Jaskier, Azeroth, and then Jaws again.
He's gonna use vicious mockery. Wait, which is that? Austin's
Yeah.
just here. He's gonna use vicious mockery.
Is that Austin's skill?
Yeah.
Okay, so they have to make a saving throw, I believe.
Yes, and it is 13 wisdom.
Okay, so I got a 18, so he saved.
Okay.
All right, that's it for Austin's turn. We're going to assume that maybe he chases after them. That's
Sure.
all right with
Yeah,
you guys.
that's fine.
All right, so Austin moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, he's on the guy's tail.
Oh,
What do you do, Azeroth?
Hold on. Where's my regular? I'm gonna sacred flame.
All right, that's a dexterity saving throw, right?
Yes, it is a 12.
Okay, he got a... It's dex?
It's 12. It's dex 12. Yes.
Okay, your spell save DC should be 13, though.
Oh. I don't know
8
why.
plus 2 plus 3, because you have plus 3 wisdom as a cleric, right?
My wisdom is plus 2.
What class are you again?
Tiefling cleric.
Okay, didn't we talk about using point buy so you could get a plus 3 in wisdom?
Yeah, the highest one was 15, so I got a plus 2.
Okay. Really? Okay, well, do you mind if I assume that you figured it out
Sure.
and you managed to get a plus 3? I feel like you should have been able to get a plus 3 for now.
Okay, so 13 then.
Yeah, so then he got a 12. He does not save. Barely.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead
Okay.
and roll for damage. I think it's a D8, but I don't remember.
It is. Come on, ice cream. 2 plus
Okay.
2.
Not plus anything, it's just 2.
Oh.
So he takes 2 radiant damage. He should still be glittering. No one's actually attacked him with a physical attack yet. Sacred Flame is not a physical. It's not an attack roll.
Yeah.
It's a saving throw. So Jaws, you're up, and
You have advantage.
Jaws, you know that if you make an attack against the glowing part of this fish guy's body, you're surely gonna hit him.
All right, I'm gonna run up and block the doorway, and I'm gonna hit him with the battle axe at that glowing.
Go ahead and roll with advantage because he's
glowing
glittering.
spot.
Okay. Well, that 8 would have sucked, but with that 19, that's definitely a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
And it's a plus
fuck.
8. I'm sorry. It's hang on one second. It's an 8. Plus 3. 9.
Whoa, 6, huh?
6 plus 3, 9.
Okay.
He's gotta be dead.
So he falls over a heap on the deck. You manage to stop him from going up the stairs, but you hear a commotion as Jaskier and the other fishman have run up above deck, and it sounds like that Jaskier is trying to chase the fishman down before the fishman can escape from the ship. It's the fishman's turn.
Oh, hang on. So I was here originally.
Yeah, you've got like 15 movement yet left,
Yeah.
I guess.
So I'm gonna use the rest of my
20
movement
left.
to go to follow up the stairs.
Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah,
Like,
you're
I'll
able
just
to
like,
get
up
like,
into being, yeah,
It's like right above me.
you're able to get on top of Jaskier.
yeah.
All right.
All right, on his turn, he is going to do another feint and try to run away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he gets like partway above deck, but not completely. You see him duck around the corner and run up the stairs. What do you guys do? You follow after him?
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah,
Me,
Is
Well,
this
yeah,
guy down
it's-
here still
it's,
with me?
Austin's turn.
5, 10, 15, 20, and then I get like right next to him.
All right, so yeah, Austin, you're
Oh, no,
able
the
to.
wrong
Oh, that's a
person.
dwarf. Let's.
Yeah.
You're able to run up the staircase and stay right on his tail. We'll just do this. We'll speed this up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you're able to get on his tail. You run up the deck. It's getting kind of crowded. Azeroth, you're chasing, right?
Yeah.
5,
Did we
10,
kill the
15,
other guy?
20.
Do I have enough space to be kind of like a little bit behind? Yaskier? I have 30 feet of movement,
You be like right here.
so that way
Yeah,
we're
I
not
guess you're
all
a little
right on top of
behind.
each other.
So you guys dogpile him on the staircase as he's trying to run away. It seems like you can just leap out and grab him if you like.
Call me out.
Jaskier and then Azeroth and then Jaws, you're up. Do you guys make more attack rolls? Like, what do you do?
Did we leave the one guy down at the bottom?
Oh, I'm up?
Yeah, you're
he's
up.
dead. You killed him.
Oh, okay.
Jaws killed him. He
I
sliced him up into
guess-
sashimi.
Sashimis.
Should I see what vicious mockery?
Sushis and sashimis.
So, Jaskier, what do you do?
I cast vicious mockery on him.
Good. So, Vicious Mockery, even though you're in melee range of an opponent, it's a saving throw, so you don't have disadvantage.
Cool.
So they have to make a saving throw. Is it a wisdom saving throw?
It'll be on your spells.
Well, he fails it. He gets a 7. So you get to roll damage.
Okay, then I get a
It's a D4 then?
D4, yeah. D4. Roll 2.
2.
2 plus, I don't know what that would be plus.
I think it's just 2.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you add? I don't think you add anything.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
I don't think so.
All right. He looks like just one little gust of wind would kill him. Azeroth, what do you do? Oh, I already moved your character, Azeroth, so
Oh, it's upstairs.
you
Da-
can
I'm gonna-
dash if you want.
I'm going to dash upstairs.
All right, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to say it takes 10 feet of movement to move through here, 25, 30. You're able to get just past him and corner him on the stairwell.
That's my action, right? So I don't attack?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but you're cornering him on the stairwell, so now he'll have to move a little slower to get past you. Jaws, what do you do?
I'm gonna unarmed
it-
strike him. I'm gonna kick him down the stairs.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll. Add your strength mod plus your dex plus your proficiency. So, what's your strength modifier?
3 and
So
proficiency.
yeah, plus 5. That's your
Yeah.
attack roll. So
Yeah, it's basically just attack roll, straight attack roll, basically.
14.
19.
Heyo.
Kick that fucker deck down the stairs.
Get that bitch.
And
all All right, so that's going to be 1 plus your strength modifier and damage. So that's going to be 4 damage.
Yep.
And he's got whatever
Good. So
magic Spocker did.
you punch him in the back so he flips over, and then you get him with a left hook and send his fishy body flying back down the stairs, and he doesn't get back up. It looks like you pulverized him into what's that dish where it's like breaded smashed chicken?
Touch the
Breaded smash.
breaded smashed chicken.
Like a
That
fucking
Italian one.
chicken parmesan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You punched him into Fishman Parmesan, and he's lying at the bottom of the stairwell.
And I'll say, boys,
Bitch!
we eating well
Some
for
of
breakfast.
the dwarves have woken up and have
They slept through all that.
Hey, what's going on,
Well, you see these fish people here? They were down at the bottom of the ship, man. They were rummaging through shit. Fucking homeboy over here with the glowing dick saw him.
Oh, yeah, my dick's glowing still.
And then Bratwurst comes down the stairs. What pulled me away from navigating? Boy, one of them fish fucks.
Fish fucks?
He's
Which
racist.
one of you did him in?
Was that in the book?
Well, it
you,
was
my sailor dwarves.
Well, we all kind of did it.
it was a group effort. You know, good job, team. Look at all the sailors around that were sleeping the whole thing. It's a good job, team.
Sons of bitches.
These guys all helped. They weren't sleeping. I'll tell you that much.
Are you telling me that you actually did your job and you defended my sailor dwarves?
That's what we do.
Well, I'm glad to know we're in good hands. And I'm even more glad to see a
All
dead
state.
fish fucker on my ship. I can't wait to eat his ass.
You eat his ass?
I think I have a fun little sea
You
shanty
gotta
for
clean
this.
it, of course.
I have an annuity and I need cash now. Call JG Wentworth 877 cash now. There we go. That's good. Sea shanty for
That was a horrible
defeating
sea shanty.
fishermen.
You know about Wentworth on the Sea.
All right, so the dwarves, they're alarmed and they look around the deck to make sure that they look around the ship to make sure there's no more unwanted passengers aboard. And after they've confirmed that there are none,
We
they say,
killed the fisherman,
we'll,
right?
we'll lock down the doors for the rest of the night. So if any of those fish bucks jump on board,
Fisherman.
they'll only be able to trapeze around the surface. They won't be able to get to below, and we should be able to sleep in peace.
Well, do you know
Yes.
what? Have they looked for shit before on your ship? Like this guy was over there, kind of rummaging through the. They're rummaging through boxes and whatnot.
They were looking for
Should
some
we check
shit.
downstairs maybe? See what they were looking for?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. He tells you that stuff has gone missing on the ship before,
Sure.
but he always just chalked it up to, hungry dwarves.
Hungry,
he didn't
hungry
realize that
hippos?
there might have been stowaways sneaking on board to steal supplies. So you guys said you wanted to check the storerooms?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll check with see what they were looking for.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation checks.
Investigation is a 0.
Here we go.
7.
It's a 7.
I got an 8 plus investigation plus 1 9. Damn it.
7. No one broke a 10.
All right. So you guys look around and you don't really see anything the way it's supposed to be. A lot of the barrels have been toppled over and like apples and supplies are strewn across the floor. Some of the crates have been opened up and there's slimy wet sludge on the crates and the barrels where it seems like the fishmen's hands were.
Gross.
Fishman.
Yeah, the fishmen's paws were clambering through things, but
Thank you.
nothing seems missing.
Those fishermen are alright.
Seems like everything's still here.
What
And
are they doing here then?
when you go back and inspect the fish people's bodies, you see that one of them had a conch, like a shell on its side, and there was an apple in the conch. But other than that, you can't find anything of note missing.
I'm gonna take the conch.
Oh, he's taking the conch.
Blown to the
All right,
couch.
so you take a conch off of its shoulder. It's big enough to be a piece of armor, so you can go ahead and wear that if you like, or just add it to your belongings.
Huh?
I'm gonna add to my belongings for now.
You
Maybe I sell this
All
shit.
right. It smells like the sea, and it's slimy too. You think maybe it ought to be dried out, maybe on the surface of the ship for a few days.
Is it still dark outside?
Yep. So you guys go back to sleep. All right, you wake up the next day, and the next few days go by
Wiggle,
pretty
wiggle the thing again.
pretty lackadaisically. The dwarves, some of them take shifts sleeping. They mill about. The dwarf that Jaws drank under the table, turns out he is a sashimi chef, a sushi chef or something. And so he
Sashimi.
chops up the bodies of the fishmen, and you guys are all able to eat fish ass.
Nice.
Perch and walleye.
And once you get past the chewiness of it, it's pretty damn delicious.
It's really quite pleasant.
Yeah,
Quite
some hot
pleasant.
sauce.
All right. The rest of the
Little
days
salt?
go by without event. On the fifth day, a pirate ship comes up and it goes to invade you guys, but the sailors board the cannons, which apparently still work, and they sink the pirate ships before they can board. Which seems to be a waste because you guys are on a journey right now to get ships, and so if you'd managed to defeat all the pirates and kill them and take their ships, that would have been pretty fortuitous. But better to stay alive and sink them from afar with the cannons than to put your lives at risk.
We got a little sea shanty for that defeating pirate thing. Yar har fiddly dee, being a pirate is our to be. Do what you want 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
Okay. All right, so it's the fifth day. You've been told that the journey is going to take 6 days. And on the fifth day, you guys have seen every nook and cranny of the ship. You're bored out of your gourd, and you can't wait to get back to land. But I need you all to roll perception checks as you look out across the ocean to see what you can see.
One, fuck me.
21.
3. I got 3.
33,
I got 3.
33. Yeah, that'll
21,
work.
3, and
Hold on. Why is it not working? Oh, I see. Hold on. Okay. 12.
12 plus what?
Oh, 10 plus 2. 12.
Oh.
Oh, 13.
See, son of a bitch.
She told me my wisdom is 13.
all right. So on the fifth day, in the evening, who got above a 20?
I did.
GG.
All right, Jaws, you see out on the horizon, much faster than any boat should be moving. You see a long ship, a thin, long wooden boat with tusks at the fore of the ship. And as it approaches at blinding speed, you notice that there's some sort of skull attached to the front of the longship, and pairs of oars row quickly, methodically, bolstering the speed that the ship would have from the sails. You go to shout, attack! Because it looks like they're bearing down right on you. And no sooner than you can ring the bells of alarm does the longship pull up alongside, and over the sides of the ship come slinging anchors tied to ropes, and green men jump on board of the ship.
Green men. Little green men.
Should we roll initiative?
Yep.
Initiative is a +1.
So you all have full health. You all have all your spell slots, and you all have your armor equipped, and you're wearing it.
6.
Okay.
15.
Okay, so Jaws got a 6.
Yeah, I got a 6. I'm changing the initiative orders. The initiative's in the thing too.
Yes, you got 15.
Again.
Oh, okay.
And what'd you get, Chris?
I don't know what my plus is.
8 plus 1, 9.
I can't find my initiative.
It's right next to your
Plus
armor.
3. 18. I was 18 last time then, too. Damn, I should have been going before the bad guys, for the fishermen.
Hold on a second. All right, so I added all 8 of them. Oh, I can roll it now. Okay. Okay, so you guys got 18, 9, and 6.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, so that's 27, 33, an average of 11. Now I need one of you to roll 8 d20s for me.
Just do it on the thing.
8 d20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I got
8.
it first. 80 total.
Click the. There should be a little thing that you can click the number, and it'll tell you the individual roll for each one.
Oh, okay. Show breakdown. 7, 7, 11, 11, 18, 8, and 1.
All right, I got it. 109. Okay, they got an average of 13.6. So here's how it's going to work. They're going to go first. You guys are going to go second
All right.
to speed this up.
Yeah.
You guys are going to go in the order that the initiative is that you have. But ideally, you all go at the same time, and whoever's just quickest, like literally in real life, which one of you is quickest to do what you want to say or whatever, I'll just listen to what you want to do. If there's some kind of conflict in the matter orders, then you guys can sort that out amongst yourselves. This is mass combat, so I'm going to be speeding up the rules a bit here just to keep things moving quickly. Okay. One more second, then I'll describe what's going on. I need okay.
What the fuck is that sound?
Okay, so the long ship rose up alongside you guys. Oh, should I wait a sec? Do you guys want to take a piss or something?
That is a weird noise.
Hold on, the dog. Just check on the dog. It's fine? Okay.
So it's making it sound like an owl.
Sounds like a crazy sound. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so the long ship rolls up alongside you guys, and the raiders jump out. I'm gonna say that jumping takes their movement. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he runs up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going down the stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's up on you. He's up on you. This guy's moving over this way, but he's not quite in range of Azeroth yet. This one makes it this far, and this one's still on the ship. That's gonna be the ones not on the ship. They throw hand axes, so that's gonna be against Jaws. That's gonna be 2 ranged attacks. What's your armor, Jaws?
So I have a leather armor, so it's 15.
Hey, where the fuck is Austin's character is on the
Yeah, I'm in the lower deck.
fuck, just dropped my dice. I'm sitting on my dice. It's on the lower part of the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta move the map
It's gonna be
a
like
bit.
moving up.
All right, so Jasker, you see a green figure coming down where my cursor is. Do you see the cursor on the screen?
Yeah.
So you see a green. That's up here where my cursor is now. That's the same staircase.
Okay.
So you see that person.
Yeah.
Anyways, two more throw their axes at this dwarf. That's 2 hits. So that's gonna be 8 damage against this dwarf right here. He almost goes down, almost dies on the spot.
Do we just go? Are we just yelling when it's time to go, or Or
They're
is
going
there-
first.
Oh,
They're going first, and then you guys are going to go.
gotcha.
One more throws an axe at you, Astaroth. And it gets a nat 20 for 2d6s of damage.
Damn.
And you take 6 damage, Astaroth. And then there's going to be 2 melee attacks against Jaws. And that's a 5 and a 2. So those are some misses. So it looks like this dwarven sailor here has almost been killed immediately. And Azeroth just took like 6 damage to a critical strike, an axe that got him in the guts. Now it's your guys' turn. What do you guys do?
I go first. So there's a guy right at the stairs.
I'm gonna swing on the guy in front of me.
Just
Okay.
in order.
So this guy right here?
Yeah. So I'm gonna swing on him with the battle axe, and that's 15.
That's a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
That's D8 plus 3. 5 points.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna sacred flame the one in front of me.
Do it. They make a saving
It's a
throw,
9.
a dexterity saving throw, and that's going to be 13. So they save, and they don't take your sacred flame. You're able to move if you'd like, Astaroth.
I'll go here. Okay.
Okay.
And,
And then what do you do,
Yaskir.
Jaws? Or no.
Yaskir. He hasn't done anything yet.
Okay.
I swung on the guy in front of me. I got him for 5
Got
points
it.
of damage.
Yeah, what do you do, Jaskier? You see a foe up here on the
He's right on the
staircase.
stairs.
I move to the guy on the stairs, and then I dagger attack.
Don't you have like a ranged spell? Like a
Yeah.
produce flame or fireball
I have
or
a
something?
thunder wave, which will.
Oh, and you also have
Use that above
psychic,
deck.
whatever.
Let's see.
What do you have? What are your level 1 spells?
That's these are. Charm person, disguise self, healing ward, and long strider and thunder wave.
Can't use thunder wave. She
Yeah.
got nothing. He just has the one where you make fun of the guy.
Yeah, versus mockery.
So thunder wave would work.
Yeah, if he gets to above deck.
But I'm still at below deck. I'm right in front of the guy.
Well, no, actually you're above deck, Rennie, but he's
Oh,
on the
yeah.
stairs above you.
Okay. Then I cast.
Alright, so that's like 15 feet, but
Yeah.
this troll here is blocking your way.
So you're gonna stab him and then do it later, right? Or can you thunder
So
wave?
you can see past him, and you can see this area all up here. You cannot see this ship over here until you get up on the top, but you can see all these green skinned with raiders. They've got tusks coming out of their mouths. They're wearing what looks to be like tattered clothing. It looks like they've been out at the sea even longer than these dwarves that are sailing the ship here. They've got jagged, rusty weapons, and their skin is just bulging with green muscles. They've got black scleras for their eyes. What do you do?
Should I
Yeah, do the wave.
thunder wave? All right, I cast thunder wave.
All right.
Everyone needs to cast a Constitution saving throw
Only
within a
with
15-foot cube.
Which is no
Which
Okay.
is some of them.
2d8, and they're pushed 10 feet away.
And then,
Okay,
yeah.
so 15-foot cube, huh? I think that means you can get a box like, 3x3 of these.
Yeah, I can get
3x3
this four.
grid.
This group of 4.
Can he do it without hitting
including
JG?
JG? JG would also have to do saving throw.
If you do it like here,
Yeah, do it up.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
could barely
you
get
did miss
3
it.
of them.
Oh, I thought it was like forced to be the 15. All right, then I'll just get these 2 guys.
No,
If you do it, you think if you do it right here, you might be able to get 4 of them.
But he can't do that right now. He's
I'm
gotta
at
get
I'm
past
at
this
my
guy,
range
right?
limit. That's the thing. I'm at my range limit too. That's where I would have
The
to.
range limit?
On my movement.
You're walking?
Yeah, my movement.
Oh, it's out from you.
Yeah, it's from my point. It's 15 Q. At least I think so.
Thunder's
Yeah,
Okay.
because you're kind of like
It's out from you. Out from you. Yeah.
Well, you might be able to run past this guy up to about here.
I'll do that then.
It's going to put you in a pretty precarious position. and it takes all of your movement.
Oh shit!
But
Yeah.
you are able. So a 15-foot from that would be a 15-foot
do
cube
it.
from you. You could get all these.
All right, I'll do that then.
Okay, so 3 Constitution saving
Yeah.
throws. All right. Well, I got
What is the Constitution?
a 13 and a nat 1
Nope.
and a 7. So I think that's 1 save and 2 fails.
Yep.
So go ahead and roll 2d8s.
2d8s. All right.
And they're blown back 10 feet.
Yeah, and yeah. Anyone who the one who
Well-
saves gets half damage, and then the two who fail get pushed back 10 feet and get full damage.
Okay. So this one right here,
Yeah, roll another 8.
he gets tossed back and he flies off the staircase. And go ahead and roll an attack roll for this dwarf down here. Go ahead and roll a d10 or d20 and add 3.
11.
All right. He goes to take a swipe at him as he flies down the stairs, but he misses. The green looking raider falls on his back. This other one here, he gets thrown back past Jaws and slams into this mast here. And this one right here, he stands his ground. So you said it was 12 damage?
Yeah, and then the one who stands his ground takes half damage. The other two take full.
So roll another 8.
Right.
He's gonna roll an 8 for the half damage, right?
1.5
No.
damage just means he gets 6 damage. It's sum total of 2 8s, and then
I see.
Okay. So you rush into harm's way, surrounded by 3 of these green muscle-bound freaks of invaders, but you knocked them all away except for one, which you're not quite in melee range. So you got just enough room to take a breath. That was all of your guys' turns.
Yep.
So let's see. This one down here, he's gonna fight with this dwarf here. These two are gonna continue to fight with this dwarf here. This one's gonna run up to Astaroth and take a swing at him. And see, this one and this one. This one's gonna attack Jaws. This one's gonna attack Jaskier. This one's going to run over and attack Jaws, and this one's going to run over and attack Jaws. So, Jaws, you're taking 3 attack rolls.
Oh, shit.
That's 2, a 7, and a 16. So, the 16 misses, right, Jaws?
No, 16 just beats it.
What's your AC?
15. I have leather armor. That's only 11.
And you're wearing a shield?
And the shield +2, yeah. And then
Okay.
and then 1
So
for
you
the strength.
take 7 slicing...
Oh jeez.
Slashing. 7 slashing damage.
Slashing.
As one of the 3 gets through your defenses. 2 more go to attack this dwarf, and they actually miss. This dwarf who's standing on he's making his last stand. He backs up. He backs up to the edge of the ship to kind of bait them. They follow along. He's making his last stand, and he stays alive for a round. One of them goes to swing at Astaroth and gets a 3. One of them goes to swing at Jaskier and gets a 14. Jaskier, what's your AC? What's his AC?
Tracy Austin.
It's
What's
probably
your
not
AC?
14. It's probably like 13 or 12.
What's your armor class? 13.
Yeah, so Jaskier, you take 5 slashing damage
Take
as this
5.
raider's sword slices across you. And then this last one attacks the dwarf at the bottom of the screen, and he misses. He misses this dwarf. The dwarf goes to fight back. He goes to take an attack, and he also misses. And the dwarf that's making his last stand at the top of the ship here, he goes to make an attack, and he also misses. Some dwarves run up from below the ships. The alarm bell is being sounded, so some dwarves start to come up, but they haven't really joined the fray yet. It's your guys' turn again. Jaws, you're like surrounded. Jaskier, you've got 1 on you. Azareth, you've got 1 on you. This dwarf over here, he's about to be killed by 2 of them, and there's a fight going on below deck. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna disengage and run down. Oh shit.
All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get about this far.
Oh.
I'm moving your character
yeah,
right
yeah,
now. So do you want to be here?
Right there.
Yeah, that works. Okay.
and gonna stay there because I can't do anything else.
All right. What do you do?
Oh, actually, hang on. Can I action surge?
Yes, you can.
All right, I'm gonna action surge and then take a swing on the fucking Tusky boy here.
Go ahead.
Swing with the X.
That's a hit.
17
Go ahead and
plus
roll for
5.
damage.
8. 7 plus 2, 10 points.
10?
10 points. 7 plus 3.
All right. So he goes down.
He's down.
As far as you can tell,
My turn.
Yeah, fuck it. Go. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna.
use my
so
action
I'm just
surge.
marking like in blue right here. Huh, there's no eraser tool.
It's
That's
racist.
weird.
That's a racist tool. All right.
Yeah. Well, anyway, what do you do, Azeroth?
I'm gonna cure wounds on that guy, whatever the guy standing next to me.
The
Okay, go ahead
Dwarf.
and roll a d8.
It's a D8 plus 5, 11.
Okay, so you cure him to full health. In order to get within melee range of
Yeah,
him,
to get close.
you had to move away from the troll, who makes an attack against you, and he gets a 16 to hit. What's your AC?
18.
All right, so he misses you. Wow, you're very
Okay.
armored.
I
Okay.
got a shield and whatever.
Nice. So this dwarf here, he seems reinvigorated, and he does a flip over the ship, and he goes to grapple one of them. He makes a
Wait, is this
grapple
guy
check.
dead?
Gets a 17, and he actually manages to push this troll overboard. This green-skinned raider.
Bye, troll.
The healing that you gave him a boost of energy, and he just topples him over the side of the ship.
all
He's
fucking
hanging on
jacked
with
up.
one hand, trying not to fall into the sea. All right, that was all your guys' turns, right?
Yes.
No, I haven't gone
Oh,
yet.
Austin didn't go.
Okay, Austin.
Is this blue guy dead? This guy wrapped in blue?
He seems like it. It seems like he just went down.
Alright, I move down here, and I, what's your health, JG?
I'm at 10 right now.
I cast Healing Ward on JG. It's 1d4 plus spell casting ability
It'll
modifier.
say at the top.
Oh, so that
click
one
on
is that one's ranged
Yeah.
30 feet, so you do not
24
have to
plus
be
3.
next to him to do
You
that.
don't need to go
And it's
downstairs.
also
Oh,
a bonus action.
Well, I just want to get away from this troll, too.
It's a bonus action, so you can attack too.
Okay. Well,
You can either disengage or dodge or make an attack. Or
I guess I
cast another
disengaged
spell.
from this troll. I just want to get. I
Right.
didn't want to get attacked by him, and then I
Okay.
moved downstairs and I healed JG with Healing Ward. And,
Okay.
What'd you get me
So
at?
go ahead and roll a d4 and add your spellcasting modifier, which should be +3.
Yeah, I see. I see 1d4 plus 3. It is 6. I healed JG for 6.
That dice is weird. Anyway, yeah, you heal Jaws for 6.
Ooh.
Oh, feeling good.
I don't know what health you're at Jaws, but it's a little higher now.
Feeling good. 6
I
higher.
got 16.
All right, so before the trolls can make another move, this dwarf over here, he shouts, "Kill him with fire!" He's carrying a torch. He comes up and he stabs the torch into the troll that's lying on the ground. The troll reaches up. It seems like it wasn't dead, but then he jams the torch into its throat and then starts kicking it with his foot, bashing the troll's throat in.
I'm gonna kick
And
it too.
now he stops moving.
I'm getting in on
And
that
the
kicking.
dwarf shouts, "Fire! Fire! It's trolls! Trollkin raiders! Get fire! They'll run from the fire!"
Good to know.
The rest of them move down though, so 2 of them come to swarm around Astaroth. These ones come down the deck. Some of them jump over. Why don't you guys roll 2 acrobatics checks for me to see how well they jump over it?
16.
Okay, that's a success. I need one more. Yeah, they successfully jump over that wall of the front of the ship, and they land next to Jaskier and Jaws, they go to attack.
Son of a bitches.
So, Jaskier, you're going to take
oh,
two.
fuck.
Where's
Okay.
my other dice? 2 attacks.
Oh,
As you're
fuck.
surrounded
I'm dead.
from
I'm
2
probably
sides. That's a 15 to hit and a 14.
What do? I roll a 20?
So you have 15 AC, right,
Yes.
Jaws?
I have 13.
15 AC for me, yeah.
Okay, so Jaws, you take 1 hit for 6 slashing damage.
I have 13
And
AC.
Jaskier, you take 1 hit for 7, so you don't get hit, Jaskier.
I'm dead.
Yeah, you as it's jumping over the ship, you actually see him coming from above, and you're able to step back and squeeze against
The 7
stairwell.
doesn't. It didn't bring
Azeroth,
armor
you're gonna
class.
take 3 attacks.
Oh,
That's a 22,
You're
a 20, and an 11. So I got some really high rolls there,
2.
unfortunately for you.
2 hit.
And that's gonna be 9 slashing damage, Azeroth, as 2 of the trollkin stab at you with their swords, their scimitars and swords.
You dead?
Okay, no, not dead.
No, he's not dead.
Okay, and the
Okay,
other
heal
one,
you.
he's gonna climb back up onto the deck, and he's gonna go attack this dwarf here. And he gets a 14 to hit, which is a hit, so he slashes into the dwarf for 3 damage. These 2 dwarves are gonna swarm around. They're all gonna swarm around. One here, coming up, stepping over the body. And so these dwarves are going to make attacks. That's a nat 20 and a miss. A 17 and a miss. And over 20 and a miss. So that's a crit and 2 hits.
On who?
On who?
So the crit's going to be 5, 6, 7 damage for the crit. And 5 damage and 2 damage respectively for the other 2 hits. So
14
5 and
damage
2
total?
plus 7 is 14 damage.
To who?
The dwarves,
Oh.
the dwarf sailors just slashed and hacked at the trolls.
Oh
and
shit!
did 14
Yeah.
damage.
I thought they were just gonna stand around.
No, they're helping you guys. They're attacking.
It's their ship too, dude.
And they've got fire. It seems like they're adamant about using fire on these trolls.
Kill him with fire.
All right, so that was their attacks, and then that was the dwarves' attacks. I believe it's your turn now, guys.
All right. I move up the
So
stairs.
this looks like a
Oh
clusterfuck
shit!
down here.
Yeah, 'cause I had to
And this
push
also is
past
pretty
them.
one-sided looking up here.
So let's see. Can I push past them? What does that do? Is that an action
So
in
you can
itself?
go ahead to make an athletics check,
All right.
and if you get high enough, then I'll say you're able to push past them. I'll say with a DC of 13. If you go ahead and roll an athletics check. Yeah, so you're
18.
able to push past them.
Oh.
Are you disengaging, though, or not?
I am disengaging so that I can heal my brother. I can
Alright,
go up
so you
here, and then I'll cast Healing Ward.
Disengage is an action.
Oh
No,
shit!
but
No,
the
but Healing
Healing
Word's
Ward's a bonus
action.
action.
Healing Ward's
We'll do
bonus
that.
action. Ew. And I cast Healing Ward on my brother.
Yeah, so Cure Wounds is an action, but it's a D8 instead of a D4.
Yeah.
Healing Word is a D4, but it's a bonus action, and it's a 30-foot range instead of melee. So,
There we go.
yeah, they have their pros and cons.
But I think Healing Ward's 60-foot range. Yeah, it's a 60-foot range.
I doubt that it's 60 feet, but
At least that's
well,
what
maybe I'm
their
wrong.
thing says. Range
Either way,
slash
you're
area is 60
close enough.
feet.
We'll sort it out later.
Yeah. All right.
You guys are all
It's a
within 30
D4
feet right
plus
now.
3. 4. I heal him for 4.
Okay.
Am I
So
within that?
Azeroth, we're a
Am I
little
within
farther
that?
from death now.
I can only heal one target.
Oh, only one target. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I held you last turn.
Well, if you multi-class into sorcerer, I think you can make it so your spells hit multiple targets. But
Shit.
that's...
Maybe that's next one.
Anyway,
then.
I'm gonna.
that's what you do, Jaskier. What about Azeroth and Jaws?
Unload on them niggas.
I'm gonna.
Unload on niggas!
I'm gonna swing at the dude at the base of the stairs in front of me.
Okay,
With
go
my
ahead.
axe. My axe.
That's a
11
hit.
plus 5.
Yeah, 16's a hit.
16.
All
5.
right, so what is that?
It's 5 points of damage.
Okay. And then Azeroth, what do you do?
I'm inflicting wounds on the one right in front of me.
Oh wow, an attack roll.
Shit!
That's That's pretty low though. What did you? What's your
What's your
score?
strength?
Or that's a 12, right? A 12 to hit.
Yeah.
That's not quite enough. That's a miss, and you lose a spell slot. So you charge up your what is it? A Morning Star or a mace?
Morningstar.
You charge up your so you have proficiency in martial weapons, huh? That's cool. So you swing your Morning Star at the green troll sea raider, and with deadly energy, it goes flying past its head, but it ducks down.
No.
Fortunately for it.
Nuts.
All right. On their turns, they're gonna scream. They're gonna scream in some language you don't understand.
What the fuck you call me?
Don't come at me with that ooga booga shit.
What the fuck you call me?
And they're gonna start. They're gonna start running away. It looks like.
Do I get attack of opportunity?
Run away!
Hey, the
Yeah.
fire's scaring them. The fire's shooting at us. They push past me. They got a
So I got a three
Yeah,
attacks of
acrobatics.
opportunities, huh?
They got a fucking whatever athletics check
We'll
me.
say that you're blocking two of them, Jaskier.
Oh,
These ones are gonna go. This one's gonna jump back onto the ship. This one here gets slain by the dwarf,
yes.
so he's out of here. Where's my bazinga?
He's
There
out of
it is,
here.
bazinga.
You're out of here.
These two look like they're lining up to jump off the ship, so I think everyone probably gets an attack of opportunity.
Nice.
Oh, what do we run?
All right, so
20?
I got a hang on real quick.
I just roll
Plus
for
three?
all of us. Go ahead.
No,
No.
this is when they run past
Says-
me. Let's see, it's plus 5. So I got a 21, an 11,
that's
and
it.
a 16.
I think I got one.
Well, all of
person
those hit
attack.
except for the 11. You only get one opportunity attack though, JG.
Well, 3 dudes ran past me.
Yeah, but you only get
You
one
only get to hit
reaction
one
per
of
round
them,
of
yeah.
combat. An opportunity attack costs you your reaction.
I got a 13.
11.
We'll say that you got a hit.
I got
So
13.
what'd you get for the damage?
Oh.
And then Jaskier, what you rolled a 10, right, Jaskier?
No, there's me. So I got 11. I rolled
Okay,
an
so
11.
11's a miss.
I rolled a 13.
That there's a lot of dice rolling going on.
That's JC.
Who got a 14 or higher?
No one.
I got a 13. Was it my strength?
So Jaws is the only one who got a. So Jaws, go ahead and roll for damage, or if you,
Right.
unless you already did.
6 plus 3, 9.
Okay.
Wait, would it be my strength or my dexterity? 'Cause I
If
already
it,
got
well,
a
it has to be a melee weapon. So
well,
if
my
it's a
dagger.
finesse weapon, like
My dagger would be dexterity. That would be put me at a 15.
yeah, go ahead. So
I had a 13, and then my dexterity is plus 2. That would put me at a 15.
then that's a hit. So
Oh.
What do you stab? 4?
the dagger's a D4 plus
D4?
your dex or your strength.
Okay.
It'll say on your actions.
4. Actions. Dagger plus damage. 1d4 plus 3. It's 7.
Wow, that's the maximum you can do with the dagger. Okay. So they run away,
Fine.
and the dwarves chase after them, but they're blocked here on the stairwell. Some other ones run around 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They get this far. And they throw their axes. Why don't each of you roll a d20 and add 3 for the dwarves throwing their axes at the backs of the cowardly retreating raiders?
14.
So that's going to be a hit right
12.
there. The 11 plus 3 is a 14.
12.
That's going to be a miss, the 9. And what's the last one?
Another 9.
So that's 1 hit. So whoever rolled that higher one, go ahead and roll a d6 and add 1.
I got it. It's me. 5.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. And then you guys have one more turn before it looks like they're going to get away.
Okay. What am I gonna rock? Should I rock another fucking?
I'm gonna
whatever?
sacred flame that one that's right at the edge of the in front of the troll.
Okay. It fails its save. It gets a 10. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Come on, D8. 5.
6 damage?
6.
All right.
I think I might
It
rock
falls to the
Thunder Wave
ground.
again.
It falls to the ground and It looks like it's dead. You think this one right here that I think you were attacking, right?
Yeah.
All right. What about the rest of you guys?
I'm gonna rock Thunderwave again.
All right. So you're gonna try to get these three?
They have to do saving.
Yeah.
Yes, he's
What
gonna
is
get
it?
those
Dex
three,
or
yes.
con?
Yeah. I think it's con. Let me see. Let me check.
Right. That's gonna be a
Constitution
pass
save,
and a
yeah.
fail and a fail. So 2 fails and a pass.
Boom. It's
So go ahead
2d8.
and roll for damage.
I'm gonna say as I'm doing it, you been dum thunderstruck.
15.
15
15.
damage. So
Fuck yeah.
2 of them take 15 damage. These 2 fly back down the deck onto the body of the other. They look like they're dead. This one over here flies over here and looks like he's dead.
And the other one takes half damage, which is 7. I think it's rounded down.
Yeah, they all look like they got knocked out from that though. And then JG Jaws, what do you do?
I'm gonna run. So those 2 guys in front of me look like they're down.
Go ahead and roll. I need you to roll before you run off. I need you to roll a. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Now that now it looks like we're kicking ass, I like to imagine that it's the part of the movie where Thunderstruck will be playing. You're alright.
All right, so
15.
Jaws, you see 2 trolls come flying down from the front of the ship, smack down on the ground. And as you go to run past them because you think they're dead, you remember in the back of your head
No, I'm not.
about the dwarves shouting about fire. You need fire to kill them.
I'm gonna run right here, and I'm gonna tell this guy up here because he's right in front of me. Give me your torch.
Yeah. So he hands you his torch.
And then I'm gonna stab the torch down into this the body in front of me. That's
All right,
laying
so
on the
go ahead and
ground.
make an attack roll with advantage because it's lying prone.
Mo.
Advantage.
What's that advantage?
Yeah, there's 2 of them. 19 plus
All
5.
right, so you shove the
24.
fiery torch down one of its throats, and its eyes open up. It looks like it was still alive and it was playing dead. It goes to reach up at you, but the fire spreads down its throat and around its mouth, and it pulls its arm back and dies.
Rascal.
And you have enough time to make another attack. Go ahead and
Yeah, I'm gonna,
Get it.
see if you can make an attack on the other one. You don't have advantage anymore because you're pulling the torch out of the first one's mouth.
2.
And that's a
Two.
miss.
Almost.
So this one here is still alive, but it's lying on the ground. All right, on their turn, this one is going to jump away in the north, the upper part of the map. That one's going to jump away. This one's going to run and try to jump onto the ship. Azeroth and the sailor can make an attack of opportunity. So Azeroth, why don't you roll 2 d20s, 1 for the dwarf and 1 for yourself. So that's you're attacking with your dagger, I believe, right, Azeroth? No, your mace. So
Morning
what's your-
Star. 1d8 plus 1.
Did you get you rolled an 11, so 13, 14 to hit?
Yeah.
All right, that's a hit,
then
and that's a miss from the dwarf. So go ahead and roll with the Morning Star for damage.
9.
All right, so this troll here, he doesn't make it to the ship. You smack him as he's running away, and he seems to fall dead on the ground. This troll here, over where I'm moving my cursor, he stands up. He uses half of his movement speed to get up, and he runs to the edge, but it doesn't look like he has enough movement to jump off the ship yet. This troll here, he gets up, and he goes to run past you in fear, Jaws. You can make an attack of opportunity.
Get it.
yeah, swing at him.
Get some. Get it.
And he gets stopped by Jaskier. You go ahead and hit him, Jaws.
Oh,
Go ahead and roll
shit.
for damage.
Oh.
So he goes down.
Oh, fuck.
He goes down at the
8.
He goes down at the foot of the dwarf. This dwarf here comes down and goes to attack the felled trollkin with a torch. Jaws, go ahead and roll an attack for me with advantage. 2 d20s, take the higher and add 3. He's attacking with a +3. So he manages to stuff the
15.
torch into that troll's throat,
12 plus 3,
and he
so 15.
burns it to death. These 3 dwarves swarm around here. Jaskier, I need you to roll a d20 for me with advantage, and Azeroth, I need you to roll 3 d20s with advantage for me. So that's a hit,
17.
and this troll is burned alive, and then I need 3 d20s with advantage rolled. So that's a 13, even without advantage. That's a hit. So the dwarves and Jaws are able to swarm around the trolls that tried to get away and burn them to death with torches. Of the 8 trolls that just attacked you guys, 3 jumped back onto the ship and are able to quickly sail away. Unfortunately, you're unable to commandeer their ship. It looks like maybe they had a troll or 2 waiting on board, but there's 5 troll corpses on the ship, and it looks like the only way to kill them is indeed with fire. But luckily, these dwarves that you're with, they knew about that insidious secret of these trolls.
Can we search the corpses?
Yeah, as the battle goes to calm down, the navigator of the ship, Bratwurst, he comes out of the cabin. Oh my goodness! I've never seen such an attack. I can't believe it. We shouldn't have been running into any trollkin until we got to our destination.
Who's Jewish?
He's an old Jew.
Well, I need you to round their bodies up. Let's bring them below deck. We've got plenty of storeroom. I'd love to take some troll corpses as prizes to these Riva White Wargs.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Fuck these guys. They smell funny, and I don't like their teeth.
All right, I need a minute.
Yeah, you do.
Oh shit.
So if you guys want to
Break?
we always
yeah,
call
take a
it
break.
too.
I'm
We
gonna-
play for like 3 hours
Yep.
if he needs to.
Why don't we take like a 2 or 3 minute break and then we'll resume, and then
Alright.
for maybe like 5 or 10 more minutes, and I think that'll be it for tonight.
Okay.
I thought we were gonna die.
We didn't die. So far, so good. We have 10 minutes left to not die.
Let's try to burn the bodies and could just come back to life.
Damn it. We never win nothing.
Loot that body. Loot that body. Loot that body. Loot that motherfucker.
Mom. No, back inside. No. Come on. We're almost done. Go inside. Go inside. Go. Go. No, you're not. Squeeze past me. Go. Jackal.
Jackal.
It wasn't Jackal the first time.
Body's just lying there, right?
I feel like you didn't expect us to get this far.
All right, I'm unmuting myself.
I wanna feel the heat with somebody.
The hell was that?
Whew. I brought these bodies
Buddy.
down to the.
Them buddies.
Buddy.
Buddy. We're doing the
that
body
buddy.
system.
You didn't lose your vape card, did you?
All right, so you guys drag the bodies below the ship. You line them up in a pile away from the food and perishable supplies. And you're able to find some loot on their bodies in pouches and stored in
Oh,
like
yeah, what they
crevices
got.
in their skin. Among all of the bodies, you end up finding 10 gold, 60 copper, and 25 silver. So you can split that amongst yourselves. That would be, let's see, 3.5 gold, 14.1 gold. So that would be. So you could each get 4 gold and 7 silver if you like.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
They were also carrying. They each had scimitars, but they're pretty rusty. You think you might be able to sell them for half price if you were to get back to land. And the sailors tell the navigator of the ship, Bratwurst. He tells you that to the victor go the spoils, and he doesn't mind if you take that loot. The sailors aren't interested in it.
All right.
They've got some crude armor that might be repaired, but you're not sure if it would be better than yours. It's patchwork leather armor made of the skins of animals. Kind of looks like a bunch of different hides sewn together with crude sewing. If you're going for a kind of roguish look, then you might be able to. You could wear that. Otherwise, you might be able to sell it for maybe like a half price, some leather armor. You find some necklaces, some rings made of iron. All of them combined probably aren't worth more than maybe like 3 silver. So you could go ahead and each have another silver of jewelry if you like.
Okay.
And one of them had a totem around its neck. And go ahead and Azeroth, roll a religion check.
Roll that religion check, man. Read his fortune.
The Fortune god, yeah.
17.
Ooh.
So at 17, so you look at the necklace and you recognize that tooth, that jagged tooth symbol. That seems to be the idol of Vaprak the Destroyer, a lesser deity known for greed, destruction, frenzying, and violence, commonly worshipped by savage beings like the trolls. So you think, yeah, these are definitely trolls, even though you don't remember ever seeing one before. Although maybe you might have ate one over the last 200 years that you were a ghoul. And among all their bodies, one of you, Jaws, you were able to find a potion of healing. So one of you can choose who's carrying that, but you find a potion of healing.
Oh, nice.
Oh, let me.
That will definitely come in handy. Who's hurting?
Because I can heal you guys up already and myself. And
Yeah, and then we'll just take a long rest if
We can
anything
take a
too.
rest anyway,
Yeah, we
so-
can take a long rest anyway.
yeah, that's true.
All right, so as you guys clear the bodies up, one of the dwarves he had almost died in the scuffle. Let me rearrange this things here for a minute. So what do we got? We got he's gone. He's gone. Say the dwarves are back to milling around the deck. Where did Bratwurst go? Oh, there he is. Bratwurst is sailing the ship. Some of the 2 of the dwarves got very badly injured, and they're resting in the sick bay eventually. The dwarf that Azeroth, you saved his life. He's talking to you.
Good.
Well, you saved my life, Sonny. I can't thank you enough. Really, you horned-tailed, red-skinned thing.
You're welcome.
Is there anything I can do to thank you for stopping me from meeting my untimely demise?
What can I get from him?
Oh, what do you want from him?
Or somebody heal yourself, maybe?
He's a
Then
dwarf.
JG can have the.
Tell you what, I can let you sleep in my bunk if you'd like. I'll take your shitty bunk, and you can have my luxury bunk for the rest of the trip, which is only one more night.
Sure.
But is there
Yeah, we're
anything
taking a
else I can
short
do
rest
for
anyway.
you?
What should I ask him for?
Oh, do you have any cool weapons or anything?
That's
Can I ask him for weapons?
Any cool weapon you got? Maybe he has something.
Weapons, eh? Well, I mean, if I was dead, I wasn't gonna be able to use it after all. But I've got a special dagger. I use it for filleting fish. But I think you should have it, as you filleted that man before he could fillet me.
Oh.
Yeah, he knows.
So he goes below deck, and he comes back up from his bunk, presumably, and he has a dagger in a we'll say it's a short sword, actually. He has a short sword, and it's in a sheath. He hands it to you, and it feels lighter than you were expecting. The sheath is made of spotted white and black leather, but the handle is translucent, like it's made of glass, and it's wrapped with brown leather.
Okay.
Interesting.
What is there? Some? Can I ask him what is this knife?
What is
Short
this
sword.
thing? Where's my beautiful wife?
Okay.
Are we doing a short rest or a long rest? When like you said
Maybe
one
long rest.
night?
Yeah.
All right, I'm doing a search real quick because well, he starts to tell you that over his career as a sailor, they had many chances to kind of also work as pirates on the side. These dwarves, they are able to pull their own in combat, not for lack of experience. They've fought before, and he tells you that he doesn't know what kind of magic properties the sword has, but that it's not a normal sword, and it should serve you better than any other short sword. You'll have to spend some time with it to figure out exactly what that means.
Oh shit!
Got a tune to it, probably.
It's gonna be a blood sword, like in fucking Vox Machina.
And I'll get back to you later on that. Because I am going to wrap this up. And let's see. So,
I'm down in my bunk for a
all right.
long rest.
So you guys dock your ship. You guys dock your ship the next day. You sleep.
Then we
you
get
go
a long
sleep,
rest?
You wake up, and the navigator Bratwurst, he tells you that within a few hours you'll be at shore. So you guys dock at an unknown land. There's no towns or anything visible nearby. No, that's not how it goes. No, you actually you. All right.
I have to confirm it. Hello, long rest.
All right. You see smoke. You pull up from the ocean, and the coast comes into view. As it comes closer and closer into view, you see smoke billowing from a small settlement of buildings. There's a dock leading out to the shore. You see the smoke billowing from the land before you see the homestead. A collection of 4 long houses stands to the north side of a small river, emptying quietly into the sea. But 3 of the long houses are burning, and the planks of the small wooden pier are shattered near its end. Something has gone down here recently, and it didn't go well for the white ward dwarves. You see several of them now moving about the homestead, putting out fires and clearing debris, without much speed or enthusiasm. Captain Mearsone orders the Wellenritter to drop anchor and instructs his crew to ready a rowboat to carry you to shore. I don't know what happened here, but your mission may be over before it starts, the captain tells you. Or who knows? Perhaps the White Wargs will be more open to diplomacy after whatever setback they have suffered. Be what may Voland aid you in your quest.
I got a nice little
And
sheet
as
in
the
here
boat
for
goes
this.
to dock, you guys are sent on a little rowboat. You row away from the Wellenritter up to the dock, and there's a stocky, strong-looking female dwarf with weapons and armor waiting on the pier, the half-destroyed, I should say, pier for you guys. You guys step out of the rowboat, and she makes your acquaintance. She says her name is Revna Ravenstone, and this couldn't have been a better time for you to appear.
Oh shit!
And that's it. That's a wrap.
As we approach, I sing, "Hey,
Nice.
hey, fire, bum, 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 fire."